you'll be amazed. Big fun to be had by everyone. It's up to you. Sure they can be done. Young and old are doing it, I'm told. Just one try and you too will be sold. It's called a freak. They're doing it night and day. Allow us, we'll show you the way. Oh, freak out. Freak, says she. Freak out. Oh, freak out. Freak, says she. Freak out. Oh, freak out. Freak, says she. Freak out. Oh, 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 freak
Ain't no doubt we are here to party. Come on out, got to get it started. Dance with the boogie, get down. Cause boogie nights are always the best in town.
Dancing, keep on dancing. Got to keep on dancing, keep on dancing.
Get that groove, let it take you higher. Make it move, set this place on fire. Dance with the boogie, get down. Cause boogie nights are always the best in town.
Keep on dancing, keep on dancing. Got to keep on dancing, keep on dancing.
Can you show that you know how to do it? Do it, do it. Get on down with the sound of the music. Use it, use it. It's alright when you got the feeling. Hold it tight, got to keep on dealing. Dance with the boogie, get down. Cause boogie nights are always the best in town.
Dancing, keep on dancing. Got to keep on dancing, keep on dancing.
Ain't no doubt we are here to party. Come on out, got to get it started. Dance with the boogie, get down. Cause boogie nights are always the best in town.
Keep on dancing, keep on dancing. Got to keep on dancing, keep on dancing.
Get that groove, let it take you higher. Make it move, set this place on fire. Dance with the boogie, get down. Cause boogie nights are always the best in town.
Keep on dancing, keep on dancing. Got to keep on dancing, keep on dancing.
soon. I'll be with you when the stars start falling. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love, love, love.
You're listening to the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
You wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't you proud to beg, and you know it. Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Please don't leave me, girl. I heard a crying man is half a man with no sense of pride. But if I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if it'll keep you by my side. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Please don't leave me, girl. If I have to sleep on your doorstep all night and day, just to keep you from walking away, let your friends laugh. Even this I can stand, 'cause I wanna keep you any way I can. Ain't you proud to beg? You know it. Don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Please don't leave me, girl. Baby, baby, baby.
Enough is enough! I have had it!
Why so serious?
And we hold the world ransom for... Excuse me while I whip this out.
Broadcasting live from the Armada FM studios in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
You may build me up, yeah. Can you build me up, yeah? You won't break me down. I've come so far, yeah. I've come so far, yeah. So just throw in the towel. It's a new day. I'ma do me. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way. You may build me up.
Welcome. It is Monday morning, the last day in November 2015. Happy belated Thanksgiving. Go on and go in the kitchen right now. Give you a minute. Open it up. Take all that and put it in the trash. Let it go. It's okay. It's a 3-day limit. 72 hours. It's time to move on. Past Thanksgiving. Y'all still cutting that chicken up and that turkey and telling yourself it's fresh? You cooked the bird on Tuesday. Bird it's been dead 6 days. Let it go. They look like they're going to get more. As long as they got some white bread, they're going to. A sandwich ain't a sandwich. Oh, I'm ready. I'm on a sugar high. Whatever they put in that donut I just had, Big Kenny, it had like twice the amount of sugar. It made the oatmeal taste sugarless. I'm ready. I'm about to get on this I got 4-hour energy because I took the top of it last night, so I only got 4 hours left. You ever drink it like that? Well, I need 1 hour worth, so I'm just, you do that. That's an hour worth. I just need 1 more hour. I don't want to get more because I'll be up too late. I just need 1 hour's worth. No, not cocaine, Big Kenny. I said just an hour worth of 5-hour energy. You have 4 left in the bottle. Now, there is a little, these people in here smoking Fruit Loop milk. I don't know what the hell, but we trying something new. It's almost the new year. We got to figure out, is it going to work? Me and you next, True. Big Kenny was the guinea pig, but you can't really go by him because, you know. How was your Thanksgiving? Did you get some turkey? Huh? Mashed potatoes? We had a big mashed potato conversation. It got racial. We had John McCain on one side and Ben Carson on the other. Well, no, Ben might be on the same side with John McCain. So you know what? Let's say we had John McCain on one side and Al Sharpton on another. About that, I got insulted that I have mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving. That's not a Thanksgiving at the black man house. Oh, okay. Now we white rice. My mama, you know, she like to carry a little half a bag of white rice in her pocket. You never know when she might want some. She just like rice and butter. I never got that. She used to try to get me hooked on that, like it was cocaine or something. Just put some butter on it. What is it? It's just white rice and butter. You can put it on it like it's an actual recipe. And then it would be like take the cold piece of butter and let the hot rice melt it. So you'd be sitting there just keep folding it over until it finally melts. Is it just me? See, every morning I come here, every Monday y'all act like it's just me with these things. It is just me. Oh, did you get you a special? I did find out that y'all are lying about that Black Friday that starts on Wednesday, that basically I can get that same deal today. I didn't have to get up at 2 a.m. to get that deal. And there's supposed to be some cyber shopping today or something. I don't know what that actually is. Sounds like some kind of porn site, cyber shopping. I don't know. Amazon.com cyber shopping. Is that what it is? Cyber popping. And what's with the whole now? You know what's pissing me off? And I don't like to get mad. What? You can't say that?
You just never say that.
Oh. Well, I was letting y'all know.
That's all right.
This new technology, y'all holding up the line with this whole hold your credit card in there chip thing now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's 3 people in line. It's taking me 40 minutes to get out of there because you got to sit there and hold it in there. And they keep saying, don't remove card. Don't remove card. Don't remove card. Punch in your code. Don't remove card. Would you like this total? Don't remove card. It's like, it just makes me want to pull out some cash. Like if you had told me all this, I would have just gave you this $20 because this is just way too much time. I mean, I get it. We just got to go back to the old days. Use cash. Cash. Get rid of this technology because you're holding up the line. I know Derek over there, the mediocre, he wants to go all out Terminator 20. I want the world to be controlled by computers, but that's just me. I had a good weekend. My Auburn Tigers lost. I'll go ahead on and confess it up. Derrick Henry, you did your thing to us. 271, 45 carries. You know, I can't even. I just had to, I just put the emoji clap sign when the Bama fans text me. I just put the little clap sign emoji. Y'all thought I ain't know about that. See, y'all be shortening my range, man. I got the little emoji figures down there. I love how y'all make them so racial, too, with the different color hands. Y'all need to stop it, man. It doesn't have to be different color hands of Steve Jobs or whoever is out there, Steve Jobs' cousin, whoever's eating up these things, different color hands. My color ain't even represented. What should I keep playing? It's like too chocolate, though. I'm like in between. Like dark chocolate and milk chocolate mixed. What would that be? Chocolate.
Good. Real good.
Oh, but we're glad to be here. We got a great show for you. We got it's Black Monday for some of these coaches. So it's Black Monday. We're going to talk about them. They got fired. Kobe Bryant has decided that enough is enough. I don't know why it took him 20 games to figure that, but he finally has come to his senses and realized that, oh, man, time is always undefeated. There's no athlete that has ever withstood his approach. He just wears you out. We're going to talk about Kobe Bryant, NFL, Cam Newton, dab. All three of us going to get out. Y'all got the camera ready? We're going to all get us a dab on there today. And we got to get young again. There you go. I've been practicing all since I just said that in my mind. So I got to get it together. I'm 3 seconds in to practice my dab. But we're going to talk about that and much more on the show. Let me bring my co-host on. Funny man himself, Chicago's finest. Fresh cut right there. Fresh line up. I hear you. Dab. Yeah, what I'm talking about.
I would have did the other dab, but we've been vaping, so I don't want to mix the two different platforms of intake. You know what I'm saying? You might mix a dab with a vape and my head explode or something like that. And I would just like to say I'm glad to be back after the Thanksgiving break. We are coming up on the new year. You can see things changing. Sports Joc on air has used the word pissed off, which means I'm finna set it off up in his mother. No. If he can say pissed off, then I'm finna say no. You know, that's like the opening of the gates. Everybody, all of the wild animals are in the yard now.
We can do anything.
Yeah, once Sports Joc took it there, we are out in the open. I'd like to say Southern Miss won their rivalry against Louisiana Tech. I think 56-28. Something like that.
Shout out to Southern Miss.
No, 58-24. I'm sorry. Once it gets over 40 points, I stop counting. Really.
Okay, Southern Miss. Yeah. And the truth is in the building. Good
Hello.
morning.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm not dabbing.
What's Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa next. What's next?
No, there's another holiday that has nothing to do with Christianity in between.
Ramadan?
Yom Kippur. Is that what it is? Oh, okay.
Something with mashed potatoes.
No.
Can't go there. That's not right.
White rice.
My mother used to keep a bag of white stuff in her purse too.
But it wasn't grains measured in grams.
It was gritty, but no, it wasn't. No, we never threw no butter on it.
Let me read this real quick. A couple of people this weekend said they've been trying to get on the show, and with all the changes in technology, and I'm just going to be honest. When y'all go to talking about how you go to the site and then do something, I don't go to the site because I'm on the site. What would I do at my own site? Listen to myself again?
Yeah.
No.
It's like watching film. You got to go back and
It's nothing like watching film.
You could see me on video.
No, thank you.
Listen and watch us in many ways on your computer or smartphone. Visit the Sports Joc. That's JOC.com. Download the Sports Joc app or watch and listen from YouTube.com. Just search for the Sports Joc. That's JOC, Wayne Gandy. Now, please send me a text if that didn't work so I can choke somebody. Because, he gave me these like it's really about 5'8", dressed in the 80s. Y'all pick one.
You're gonna have to lay off our producer now.
But we're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the Mamba. The Mamba say going home just to be a grass snake. No more black Mamba. Kobe Bryant saying he's hanging them up after 20 years. But he has given us a lot of memories. Some that we don't want to remember, but most we do. That and much more coming up on the Sports Joc Show right after this break. I used to have a phone number to tell you to call in, but you know, hey, you get what you pay for. We'll be back with more of the Sports Joc Show right after this.
At the risk of sounding repetitive, listen and watch us in many ways on your computer and smartphone. Visit sportsjoc.com, download the Sports Joc app, or watch and listen from youtube.com. Just search the Sports Joc. Wayne Gandy, it's 888. And then he cut me off. And then he cut it off. 888-926-5762.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
The odds of becoming a signed artist and having 3 #1 albums? 1 in 100 million. The odds to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million. The odds of this performer having a child with autism? 1 in 110. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Happy birthday, dear Smokey.
Happy birthday, Smokey Bear. The great outdoors and everyone in it. Thanks you for 70 years of wildfire prevention. For safety tips, visit smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state foresters, and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better. And kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor. Because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
Now, it's
time to present the Joc of the Week on the Sports Joc Show, where we highlight an exceptional athlete that has taken their game to the next level.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy. It is Monday morning. We are live until noon here Eastern Time. I'm sitting in the studio with the truth and the funny man himself, Big Kenny. No name over the last 2 decades, and this has been bigger than Kobe Bryant. The Mamba. He plays for the Lakers. He's played for the Lakers his whole career. He is probably, without a doubt, if there was a casting of a shadow of his airness, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant would be the shadow that stands behind him, arguably, in some ways better than Mike. Has 5 championship rings, 17 All-Star appearances, second highest point total ever. Wilt scored 100 in a game. Kobe scored 81. Michael Jordan set the bar. Kobe went into some kind of lab and actually copyrighted it, and to the T, from wristband to chewing gum to how he would slap his players on the butt when they walked by. But imitation is a great form of flattery, as they say. I think that Kobe can sit to the table with any group of basketball players in history. A couple of black eyes that we'll sit here and discuss as well. You know, he did have the case out in Denver.
Was that an eye? Was that injury to the eye or somewhere else? I remember the details differently.
And then there was the feud between Kobe and, if not, one of the most lovable characters that ever played in the NBA, Shaquille O'Neal, which ended up with Shaq after 3 titles being dismissed and went down to Miami and won him another title. And Kobe, 2 or 3 years later, able to get on with his band of merry men another championship. Big Kenny, Truth, quickly. Kobe Bryant. I say Kobe Bryant. You say what? Truth.
I immediately say Michael Jordan. I mean, the whole similarities, they just cannot go unrecognized. That's who I see.
Big Kenny?
I say prayer warriors. And I say prayer warriors because I received a text message this morning from our very own selfie queen, Valentina, asking for prayers because she doesn't know what she's going to do now that Kobe is leaving the league. I mean, not even the dogs are going to take her attention away from
She can
this.
be faithful to her boyfriend now.
Well, I mean, like, who wants to do that? But we don't think about all of the people that are really struggling with this. I personally admire his accomplishments on the court. I've never really been a fan of his disposition.
Mm-hmm.
So also, I know from having been a lifelong sports fan that everyone's era ends. The sun sets on every great anything.
Yes.
Especially sports.
Correct.
And unlike a lot of other industries, we don't get to see it as plainly as we get to see it in sports. We see a Peyton Manning on the bench now. We see a Kobe Bryant on the court and wonder why. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why are you in the game? Why are you even still playing?
Because the way you play, if your name wasn't Kobe Bryant, you wouldn't even be on the team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If your name wasn't Kobe Bryant, we would have fired you in the middle of the game.
Right.
he would have run into the locker room at halftime, and everybody else would have came out but him.
Cleared out.
All right.
He would have been sitting up in the stand.
Well, after that rotator cuff injury, I knew it was coming. I mean, having had that procedure as well, there's just not much you can do, and it hasn't even been a full year since that surgery, and it really showed up that he's still hurting.
And age didn't.
Yeah,
help.
well, no, yeah, the recovery time when you're
and a point indicative of my point about his disposition. You know, as an athlete of your caliber, long before we knew that you weren't ready for this season, it was apparent to you in shoot-arounds, in warm-ups,
brushing your teeth,
right,
getting out of the bed,
dropping your kids off at school.
Like,
you know, I ain't got it no more. I really don't have it, but I'm gonna take this money anyway. I'm gonna take somebody's spot in the starting
How
five.
long can I get away with it?
And eventually I'll have to call it quits, but I'm not ready to call it quits now. And then Father Time came in with some, hey, bro.
And then there's that tap on the shoulder going, hey, you know, are you going to do this or we going to have to say something?
Yeah. And I'm sure somebody probably pulled him in the front office like, all right, now,
yeah, quit playing.
You're going to keep on? We're going to have to go ahead and just fire you for real. So
let's take a look at Kobe's. This was the first basket. Kobe, he's the third all-time leading scorer behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Karl Malone. This is supposed to be the first basket he ever scored. First game-winning basket. I have to credit the mediocre producer for that bad information. His first game winner right here. Every game winner. This man is giving me something totally different. I'm sorry, fans out there. This is what,
Highlight film.
Highlight film of Kobe Bryant. Not his first basket when he was 18. For you that don't know, I'm old enough to remember Kobe. Those first 2 years kind of came off the bench. It was around his third year that he starting, and then that's the story. Kobe's father played basketball. Before him, I want to say it was Jelly Bean was his nickname. I don't think that was his real name, but it was Jelly Bean Bryant. He played overseas.
Behold, something greater than yourself. I shall name you Jelly Bean.
And I think Vic Kenny's point, the only thing that rubbed most people, Kobe wasn't really good at hiding the me first attitude. It's a lot of players. Michael Jordan has a me first attitude, but he seemed like it didn't spill over to where you saw it.
It didn't spill over into the press conference. Mike would go, we played hard. They were a good team, and it was a great team effort. I mean, I know I scored 83 of our 87 points, but the team really rallied around me to help me score my 84 of our 87 points. It was a team effort. And everybody goes, yeah, great, Mike. And Kobe would come out and go, I did what I could to carry him on my back. I mean, when I'm playing in a league like this and I'm most superior than everybody around me, I'm making the rest of these dudes look good. Some of them will get great contracts because they played with me, and this is just the preseason.
Yeah, he had jackass tendencies.
Yeah, he did. He did.
No doubt.
He did.
His biggest jackass comment of his entire career, I should have just paid off like Shaq did. After that, I was totally anti-Kobe. Kobe. Now, it's one thing to be an arrogant ass.
Calling out other people.
I know, but it's totally
that's off limits.
A different thing to be a snitch.
Let's see Kobe's letter that he put out.
An open letter to his fans.
He let everybody know. I have great vision. I can't see from near. Let me see.
Dear basketball, I'm ready to let you go. I want you to know now so we both can savor every moment we have left together.
I do know here in Atlanta he will be here, I want to say Friday. The Lakers play here. It sounds like Kobe wants to get some of that me first love before he leaves. Make sure that he doesn't miss out on the Kobe tour like
Jordan's letter.
Did that sound a little creepy to anybody else but me? Dear
the similarities. Jordan's letter started off like that as well when he did his bid his adieu to basketball.
The first time or the second time?
The second time.
Did he use sexual language? Dear
if someone would have told me then what would have become of us. No, he went in and wrote a poem.
Let me see.
Okay, so
I hear, not see.
It's been almost 28 years since the day we first met. 28 years since I saw you in the back of our garage. 28 years since my parents introduced us. If someone would have told me then what would become of us, I'm not sure I would have believed them. I barely remembered your name. And it goes on about his love for basketball.
Really? This is Michael Jordan?
That's Michael Jordan.
And I caressed your full booty. your skin glistened with sweat.
My letter said nothing like that.
Yeah, hollow. That's what your period.
My letter said, I've been waiting on this moment for 25 years. I've been mad ever since that child rapist pushed me into you.
Wow.
I've been sweating and hurting and swollen and cut. Thank you for all the rewards.
Just when you thought Kobe's letter was creepy. just when I was about to be creeped out by
about
Kobe,
to call a therapist.
The sports jock comes in with his letter, and he's swollen and cut, and there's a child rapist in there somewhere.
And I'm stuck right there.
And I mean, Kobe, more power to you, brother. Is what I'm saying. You can. I'll be at the game and give you a shout out on this next visit to Atlanta because at least you didn't mention which sports job.
Yeah, no.
But for Valentina and all your fans, Kobe, we do thank you for all the beautiful memories on a basketball court. You were what they call must-see TV.
It almost makes us forget the fact that you sexually assaulted that chick in Denver.
Allegedly. There's no court findings.
Oh,
to that.
I'm saying allegedly. Him and Donald Driver and Bill Cosby all allegedly.
No.
Not Donald Driver.
Darren Sharper.
Darren Sharper.
They got convicted.
I keep throwing Donald Driver in there.
I know, like you know something.
Like
Dancing with the Stars, Donald Driver.
There I am, being like Kobe now.
We'll be back before the Sports Joc Show right after this.
And feel inside. Can't sleep. At night. I lay awake and wonder why. Can't sleep. At night. I lay awake and wonder why.
There's hundreds of fun and simple things you and your family can do to live a healthier lifestyle. Here's 20 of them. Walk to work, walk the dog, have the dog walk you, take a hike, take a bike, skate, dance, hop, jump, do the Humpty Hump, skip seconds, skip dessert, skip to my lube, don't skip breakfast, drink H2O, lower your sodium, raise the roof, shake your booty, stock up on vegetables, and don't forget to eat them. Search We Can online to find more ways you and your family can get healthy together. A message from the Ad Council, HHS, and NIH's We Can program.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to do is turn onto Marcy
and Brad
Avenue.
Just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then drive
think
5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I'm kind of new to this family, but I've noticed a trend. My humans do this thing where they go around and get all my toys and hide them in this basket, but it's always the same basket, and it's always the same place. And then they act so surprised when I find them, but I'm like, hello, that's where you put it last time. Humans are the worst at hide and go seek.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Can you tell if these vegetables are being contaminated with bacteria that could cause paralysis? Listen, you can't see it either. Use different cutting boards so that the bacteria in raw meats and seafood and their juices doesn't touch prep surfaces for other foods like veggies. Raw food may contain bacteria that can make you very sick, or worse. Roughly 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year, but you can keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
Hey, there's my son.
Hey, Dad.
What's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Well, it's just sort of.
Hello, Dad.
Susan? Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and maybe see some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can
can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. It's Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it all the time.
What are we going to do if we lose the house?
It's time to stop thinking and start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
In the red zone.
You never listen to what I said. And if you think you're here to mess around, you're making a big mistake. Cause you're gonna find out the hard way. You're gonna find out the hard way.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy. College football rivalry weekend is over. This coming weekend, a lot of the conference championships will be determined. North Carolina against Clemson to be won. Michigan State against Iowa in the Big Ten. In the SEC, it will be the Tide of Alabama and the Gators of Florida. A lot of these games will have playoff implications, most definitely, especially the Michigan State, Iowa. The winner probably will be a playoff team. Clemson going to need to keep their record perfect to get in, I think, as well. Right now, the poll is out. Remember the coaches poll, playoff poll, which is coming out tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I don't know why they have to do it. I guess they just sell that 30-minute block so they can sell those commercials. But it's not until tomorrow. The AP poll, Clemson is 1. Alabama, after beating Auburn, is number 2. Derrick Henry, the running back, the front runner for the Heisman. I think if he goes out and runs about 150, 2 touchdowns against Florida here in the Georgia Dome, he probably will lock up the Heisman Trophy. Big back. I don't know if it's going to translate to the pros, but he is 6'2", about 250 pounds. Reminds you a little of Eddie George in some ways. At 3, Oklahoma. The Sooners move up 1 spot. Sounds like a political money move, but hey, who am I to say that? Michigan State at 4. Iowa at 4, Michigan State at 5. Ohio State is at 6 after beating Michigan. 7 is Stanford. Oklahoma State moved out of the top 10. Florida moved out of the top 20 after losing to Florida State, but it still should be an interesting game here. Probably the biggest news out of the weekend happened up in Athens, Georgia. Coach Mark Richt, after 15 years, has been let go. I can't figure out whether he got fired. Some report says firing, some says resign. Both of those have different implications as well. If he was fired, then that means whatever is on his contract, they owe him. If he resigned, I feel like by tomorrow night he will be in Miami with a Miami Hurricane hat on, announcing that he is the head coach, because if he resigned, that means that he resigned the money, and now he can go take a job. Mark Richt was a quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes. Yes, he did play college football. He was just behind some NFL talent, Bernie Kosar, Jim Kelly, Vinny Testaverde. So he basically never got to hit the field, but he was in college.
He didn't even dress out.
And I think all coaches, just like Harbaugh went back to Michigan, all coaches, if they could ever go back and coach their alma mater, it's something that they would. I know Southern Miss would love Brett Favre to come down there and be a head coach.
If they can get him out of tree stand. By the way, Selfie Queen said she can now be 100% faithful to her boyfriend, which should make him feel really good right about now.
He needs to question some things, though.
I'm wanting some clarification on if you're fired, they owe you money.
Mm-hmm.
and you don't get to go get another job, or do you have to wait until what would have been the end of your contract? But if you resign, you can go immediately accept another job.
Yes.
How does that work? Explain.
If I have, say, Mark Richt has 3 years left on his contract, they owe him $15 million. If they fired him, they owe him that $15 million. And they have the rights that he can't go be a head coach anywhere. Now, if he resigns, then just like the word, he resigns that contract, which allows him to immediately go into coaching.
Now, is that for just the 3 years remaining on his contract, or indefinitely? Look, you can take this $15 million and
that's
retire.
just the 3 years of that contract.
Yeah,
now,
they can't ban you forever.
some of them go and they will be just an assistant coach. They won't be a head coach. So it's basically you can't go be a head coach anywhere else. A lot of them go. That's why
I could take this $15 million and go take $3 million a year as a head coach for the next 3 years, and then you could fire my boss and I'll take his job.
No, you can go and be like a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator.
Does it ever work out that that the coach stays at the same school? Is it possible for Rick to stay at Georgia in any position or any role? Is that
no? He might can come back and be the AD or something like that, but as a head coach,
you're out. You got to go.
At least for right now. Yeah, the front runner is Kirby Smart from Alabama. He's Alabama's defensive coordinator. Les Miles was threatened. He's the LSU coach. After the game, the AD said he doesn't know how all those rumors started. Wink, wink. I started him, but then he won the game, and I took him back. And I said somebody made him up, but that's how it works in coaching. But Big Kenny, when you're fired, they owe you the remaining of your contract. It's just a stipulation with that tends to be you can't go be a head coach until that period is up. I think Mark Richt would have probably, if he was going to Miami, he would have resigned. If he wasn't going to be a head coach automatically, then he would let them fire him so he get his money. I don't know the man. They say he's a Christian man, but I don't think he's giving the money back. I don't think his Christianity extend to, hey, don't pay me my $15 million.
Money is the root of all evil. You don't have to take his $15 million. Hold up. The Lord said, "Be ye not a fool." How does another question I have is, how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't good enough to coach here, but boy, we can't wait for you to coach our team. How does that work?
Well,
did they just feel like he ran out of gas at Georgia? Like the team stopped respecting him? Like he stopped motivating him? What will make him a better coach at a Miami?
Well, I don't know if he would get any better as a coach. I think he's a great coach. I think you have a window of time, and when a program feels like in that 15 years, we would have at least played for a championship. And I paid you top dollar. I paid you top dollars to your assistants. I gave you phenomenal facilities. And in none of these years did you even play for a championship. Now you can win me. You can win me 10 games.
Checks 2 times.
Yeah, you got all that going on. We covered it up. We did the best we can. So I don't think them letting him go is saying he's not a good coach. I think them letting him go is just to bring maybe some fresh ideas, fresh people into the facilities and see if they can get, because Georgia is thirsty for a national title. It's been 35 years. The halls of Herschel Walker are still looming because that's the last time they won a championship. I mean, they've let Auburn win a championship in that time. And I think Mark Richt and Big Kenny, you made a great point as well. You can't not win a championship and also have 4 or 5 players get arrested every year. Either it just doesn't go hand in hand.
When you're winning, a lot is forgiven.
Yes.
How is that going to impact the recruiting that's going on?
That's why you let them go now. Recruiting for the most part won't start until most states' playoffs are over. National Signing Day is usually the first week of February, so you have about a 2-month period And they will announce a new head coach before our next show.
Okay.
It's not going to be one of those long things like.
And that could affect recruiting for other universities as well, because if the defensive coordinator from Alabama gets the job, then I'm sure all of the guys that he had told he wanted to come to Alabama will probably start now looking at Georgia.
And the people who already committed too, you know, saying that they wanted to go to Georgia, and part of it was for the coach. I mean, that's one of the reasons.
And another point, y'all are helping me out with this. Mark Richt was losing. Say you got 10 top players in Georgia. He only comes up with like 2. He never gets the big names. They leave, you know. Well, it's the best running back in the country in Gwinnett County.
And they were going to places like Appalachian Technical College.
Exactly.
Alabama. I mean, they were just going right across the state line.
Alabama Technical and Mechanical University.
3 years ago, Robert Kimdiche was the best defensive player in the country. He, I think, went to North Buford High School or somewhere here. He went to Ole Miss. So, the best defensive player in the country is 50 miles from your front door, and you send him to Ole Miss? Well, that's some history.
Well, they could cash 3 checks up there. You know, they cash check 3 times. So he wanted to go somewhere we could maximize his option.
Rutgers has cut ways with Kyle Flood and their AD Julie Herman, all the scandals that they had up there this year. Nick Saban actually said he was surprised that Mark Richt was fired. Todd Gurley went on record saying he was mad at Georgia for letting Richt go. Penn State settled 6 more of those Sandusky cases. Their total up to $93 million. I still don't know how Penn State was on the hook for a man that didn't work for them. It's just amazing how they got.
I mean, he was all in the team jacuzzi. That's when you're using the facilities to knock off little boys, then you become responsible.
Yeah, you're an accessory.
Yeah, I know they got cameras on, at the practice field, and nobody said anything. He was just, nobody ever wondered why is he here at 11 o'clock at night with a 12-year-old boy.
We'll be back with more of the Sports Joc Show right after this.
Hi, this is John Ondrasik of Five for Fighting, here for RAD, the entertainment industry's voice for road safety. Style is a personal thing, and your lifestyle is your business. But if you take it on the road, it becomes everybody's business. So please, plan ahead, designate before you celebrate. Friends, don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Welcome to today's lottery drawing. And today's winning numbers are not yours, not yours, and another number that's not yours. And the final number is not yours.
When it comes to having money, don't rely on luck. Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering it. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc Wayne Gandy. Before we move on, A dance has swept the nation. Cam Newton put it out there. The Migos made a song about it. Want y'all go and smile. Y'all didn't know I knew that. You know, I can read. I read my serious when they say right there. I read it and say, oh, Migos dab. Oh, but we had some coaches, Big Kenny, who decided they were going to dab since this is becoming such a phenomenon. You know, they try to always act like they so cool. That's so funny. Let's see the different coaches that tried this new dance craze. You got Les Miles. I don't know what.
They look like they're just
Frank
beating
Beamer
themselves
doing.
up.
I don't know what Frank Beamer. Let's give me some. Go back.
Now that's good. He looked like he had a stroke.
He looked like he's trying to wipe the meth sweat from his forehead.
Yeah, that's
if you're not
dancing.
at the Sports Joc page, you miss Frank Beamer. I don't know what he was doing.
It's not dancing.
Urban Meyer started off. Les Miles followed him.
Urban Meyer did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he did.
He like he got a little color in him.
Frank.
Yeah.
Urban looked like he does some after-hour counseling with his players. They've been hanging out, and he been working on that since he saw it. He was like, I'm gonna have to do that.
Definitely.
Now Les Miles is just
kind of, sort of.
Les Miles is just trying to appease his black players, and
Frank retired after this game. So.
Yeah, from a concussion. He just hit himself in the head.
Frank did retire after this game. Virginia Tech coach, great coach, Michael Vick's old head coach.
They call it the dab. He just calls it going through a spell.
That is some of the coaches who are also joining in with this dab thing.
It is a craze. I did back on the 16th. I was at Monday Mill Middle School doing an anti-bully rally. Had a member of the WNBA, NBA players, and some other quote-unquote celebrities there. And the dude who is responsible for the song, guy called Lil Donald, came into the gym and performed the song live for the students. And after that, all discipline was out the window. The kids were
there was some bullying going on.
Well, there was nothing you could tell them. Every authority figure they had ever known in their life was in that gym. And once Lil Donald showed up, it was over.
Everybody
calm down, kids. Whatever.
The power of rap.
We're gonna call your parents. Tell my mama I said that. It was outrageous. You have the right to remain silent. Okay, officer. One more thing.
And they can't count though.
And hey, but they can dab. And look what it did for Lil Donald. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They may end up famous one day,
or not.
Oh man,
it might not happen.
No.
Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good.
Amen.
His love endures forever. Psalms, well, excuse me, 118th Psalms. Make sure y'all know I went to church. The 118th Psalm.
Okay.
Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever.
Well.
This is what Tim Tebow posted after his breakup with his girlfriend, Olivia Culpo, Culpo, C-U-L-P-O. She former Miss America winner. She was Miss Universe.
Look at God. She wasn't just Miss Regular World. he gave her dominion over the universe. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor. We out here. Amen.
Amen. Can we pass the collection plate round?
Yes.
While y'all feeling good, let the spirit move you. To put in this collection plate. Let
somebody
it move
out
you.
there is struggling with something. We know you're struggling.
Tim Tebow's girlfriend, Miss Olivia, says that she can't handle the abstinence anymore. She's gonna need some of that It's too early to talk that way.
No, it's
She's
not.
gonna
No, it's
need
not.
some of
So
that.
what she's saying is she needed for touchdown Jesus.
She tried for 2
to
months.
score. She needed him to cross the goal line of physical contact. She needed him to lay hands on her and fill her with the Spirit.
Yeah.
But he was unwilling. He was unable.
Tim is still a virgin. He is his vow. This is my thing. This is the only reason we can move on, Big Kenny. True.
Okay.
You already knew this going into the relationship.
Women always hoping they
And
can
they
change
always
somebody.
think they can change
always hoping they
Or
can
she
change
had
somebody.
good intentions of trying to do the right thing.
The guy she dated before
So-
was a Jonas brother, who was also celibate. So this is her thing.
She like religious type.
She dates celibate guys
She
hoping
like
to
religion.
break them.
Break 'em out.
But I
Or
don't,
maybe
I don't
she's just trying to do
understand.
the right thing.
Jezebel.
understand
It's
why-
Jezebel.
Why?
Delilah.
I'm surprised they didn't do it because the Bible says that you can do all things through Christ. So I would have blamed it on Jesus.
No.
But for some reason, she has a type, and these men are protecting of their virginity.
And she is 23 years old.
And-
Maybe she should have gone into counseling with Sierra and Russell. Maybe
If you are
figure out what they're
watching-
doing.
She's basically the modern day Jezebel. I mean,
If you are watching the Sports Joc
she mad
channel,
at guys because they don't want any. Ain't that something? All y'all should be trying to find you a man that wants to respect you further than.
Well, I don't know.
But if you could look
Not
at
us old people.
when you look
That's
at
a whole staff.
when you look at her and you know that the Jonas brother and Tim Tebow refused to have sex with this woman, you know that there is a God. Because only the love for Christ would make me stay out of her pants.
She had Tim in the lion's den. He rebuked her. Get thee behind me, Olivia.
Or in front.
Or in front. Whatever make you.
Hey, maybe Tim likes it that way. I don't know. Get thee behind me.
I think Moses came up with the first behind move, right? Wasn't he the first?
Hey, I don't do sexual history. I don't do sexual history.
Just religious blasphemy.
I circled the chapter with the burning bush, and that was pretty much as far as I got with that burning bush. And I was like, hey, see, right here, it says cool. So
Tim Tebow and his girlfriend have parted ways, but I'm quite sure they're still friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure she will not be alone for long.
No, it sounds like she get around.
Especially knowing that she ain't had none
And
since she
trying
been
to
with
put
Tim
out. I mean,
Tebow.
she is
That's what I'm
actively trying
saying.
to get
She might be a
some.
headache, and neither one of them even want to give up their virginity for it.
It was like,
now, that is a thing.
Hecky no, I'll just hold on.
Right now, all kind of athletes are calling her on the phone. Derek
That's
Fisher right
Pac-Man
now.
and Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher's on the phone right now. Like I could give you some counseling if you need it.
As long as she don't run into Gronkowski, she'll be okay. Because we know what Gronk gonna do.
What's that?
Score. he scores. He scores every game.
She's probably looking for that now. She's probably looking for that. And
Gronk don't play games.
In a related story,
he just wins.
Yeah.
In a related story, there are 20 chicks out there that are about to snatch Tim Tebow up thinking that they're going to be the one to break him this time. Because, women love a challenge like that. So
Yeah, I don't think Tim won't wait it this long. He can wait it out.
He's
He
28.
crossed that bridge of that age. Yeah, 28.
He's 28.
Well, I would also like to say, we know you've been abstinent and you're a virgin, Tim, so why you play so bad? You know what I mean? Ain't like you worn out from a night on the town with your young lady friend. You just not
Right.
NFL material, I suppose.
His arm should be real
Strong.
Oh man, look at the good, mediocre.
I'm just gonna look down.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, because that was a self-pleasure reference is what he is.
Tim Tebow just got to, date him a girl probably from his congregation. That'll work out better.
They probably even go like, Tim, come
He's
on, dude.
Tim is a handsome man. I mean, he's
Yes, he
6'3",
is.
about 240, keeps himself in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm quite sure See, the problem with these people is
he gets a regular check.
You can't do spend the night. That put a lot of pressure on everybody. See, they be want to do the other stuff, like, and Tim coming in there sweating from working out. Hey, wash this shirt for me, baby. Let me get some more curls in. And you can't do that, Tim. If you're going to have to kind of go Muslim and cover up everything, man, and keep yourself covered.
So it's not to tempt her.
Not to tempt her.
Okay, Muslim, keep yourself covered. I thought you were like, you're going to have to go Muslim and blow yourself up.
The other Muslim.
I was thinking, like, is that really necessary? Can I just say no? Do I really have to go with the whole exploding
I wish
vest
them
thing?
both good luck. Good luck.
Whatever.
Good luck. Well, we'll see. Somebody make sure you keep on. We'll see if she end up with Justin Bieber or somebody like that who's gonna take it.
No, he's back with his former girlfriend.
Oh, they back on?
Yeah.
They go off. They like on and off every 3 days, aren't they?
Yeah, it's Monday though. Wait till Thursday. I'll be off again.
She can fall through the comedy club.
With Selma Gomez, isn't it?
Selena
Gomez.
Same one. Same one. Selma, Selena.
He's thinking Selma Hayek.
They are all the same thing.
Sinners. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
We'll be back. Look at my dad.
Look at my dad. Look at my dad. Look at my dad. Get it now, get it now. 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 Get it now, get it now.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia? Let's do it. What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year? The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that. Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey, there's my son.
Hey, Dad.
What's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Well, it's just sort of.
Hello, Dad.
Susan? Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and maybe see some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it all the time.
What are we going to do if we lose the house?
It's time to stop thinking and start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Enough is enough! I have had it!
Why so serious?
and we hold the world ransom for... Wayne Gandy. Excuse me while I whip this out. Show me.
Broadcasting live from the Armada FM studios in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy, playing a little classic Sinead O'Connor. The truth has brought me that after posting on Facebook yesterday, Sinead has been found and is receiving medical assistance for an alleged overdose over in Ireland. So it wasn't 7 hours, it was more. 24, 36. When the last time Sinead had a hit? The drug references around here are just so wrong. We're talking about people's lives, people. I wonder what she was trying to. What can you get over in Ireland? You get all the good stuff over in Ireland too? Potato moonshine. Potato moonshine. I don't know if that would kill you. But she tried to OD. Sinead O'Connor. She looked like she's lived a long, hard life too. Sorry about that, Sinead. Said she can't see her son. I'm so sorry. You got a birthday coming up. At least you made it to your birthday. December the 8th. Not yet. Well, y'all are so... Not yet. Remember when he gave a shout out to the old living woman? Oh, man. Y'all are a tough crowd.
Morning and by 7 p.m. she had clocked out.
Quick shout out to my GAC Spartans, 23-12 over Brooks County. That's high school football. I support GAC. They play Pace semifinals for state, which is at the Georgia Dome, December 11th and 12th. Georgia State football. Just want to make sure I put that in there before I move on. And also, as I have read and Big Kenny has read once, listen and watch us in many ways on your computer or smartphone. Visit thesportsjoc.com, download the Sports Joc app, or watch and listen from youtube.com. Just search the Sports Joc. That's J-O-C, Wayne Gandy. But this is the NFL Hour. At the bottom of this hour, we will talk to Miss Mary Kay Cabot. She is the Browns beat writer for Cleveland.com. The Browns played tonight against the Ravens. Last week this time, Johnny Manziel was supposed to be the starter for the rest of the year. Video came out that same day showing that Johnny was partying. Somewhere in between last Monday and today, around about Wednesday, the head coach of the Browns, Pettine, says that Johnny lied and said that video was old. I guess maybe he has some kind of I can't party clause in his contract. I don't know. But once they found out that the video was actually recent, they have benched him at least for this game. We will talk to Mary Kay Cabot about one of the dynamic personalities in the NFL. Hasn't become a dynamic player yet, but he is still a dynamic personality. But let me bring my co-host back on. The truth is in the building with the funny man, Big Kenny.
Hi, Sports Joc. And let me say to my dear sister, Sinead O'Connor, there in Ireland, who overdosed. In Ireland, an overdose is called Saturday night, you pansy. Get off your arse and be a real Irishman, why don't you? You're crying about an overdose. We call that the third grade. You're an embarrassment to the entire land.
Oh, man, y'all are too much. Thursday, Thanksgiving, turkey, 12:30, game started. At 4:30, Dallas got on the field with Mr. Cam Newton and the Panthers. The Panthers went on to go 11-0. Cam displayed his new dab cleats. Let's see the dab cleats that he had for him. On one of the cleats, he's doing the new dance craze, the dab, and on the other cleat by Under Armour, he is doing his Superman persona. Everybody's jumping in trying to get some money off this dab. So Cam has dab cleats now. Saturday, down at the Iron Bowl on the plains of Auburn, Cam leaving the game after Bama kind of beat up on Auburn. A fan brought up old issues in Cam's life about his father taking payment, and hopefully we can play this and there is nothing bad in it. But there was a video of Cam.
Who's hoping there's nothing bad?
The producer and the SEC.
Okay.
Those are only two people. We're good.
The producer, he's
I'm
the one over
there's
there.
something bad.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it goes all the way down the rabbit hole.
Here's Cam reacting to what the fans said to him as he was leaving Jordan Hare Stadium. Let's get that one more time so y'all can get it there.
I don't know if he can do it again.
No. I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm
get it
saying.
one more
I
time?
didn't hear what the guy said to Cam.
The
Let's
first
see if we
part.
can hear the first part.
I think you censored it too early.
Let's try it one more time. Here's Cam Newton leaving Jordan Hare after Auburn's loss to Alabama on Saturday. He said something about the money that Cam was supposed to have.
How much money did you take is what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Cam, how much money did you take? And
180K.
Oh, he said Cam 180K.
And Cam
turned
turned
around and said that I will
Slap
make contact with your face so hard that feces will evacuate your bowels. And then he dabbed. You know what I mean? It was simple as that. I'll smack you in the face so hard that feces will evacuate your bowels. Dab. And that was it for the conversation.
That was
the dab is universal in its declaration of finality. Like, once you dab, it's all over.
It's like dropping the mic.
Carolina 33, Dallas 14. This was Thanksgiving. Tony Romo left the game, hurt his collarbone again. He'll be done for this year.
Again.
I think we all knew that it just, when he injured it, it is something that if somebody falls on him, it's going to re-injure. He did try to come back and get his team in the playoffs, but he is out for the rest of the season.
I want to know who sets the timetable for when they come back. I mean, you're sitting in the because they give it almost instantly.
The doctor.
He's sitting in the locker room. His bones poking out of his shoulder. You could see the bone poking through
And
the
they're
skin.
like, 6 weeks.
And somebody goes, "Hey, maybe 6 weeks." He goes, "Yeah, okay, yeah, let's try it in 6 weeks." And then 6 weeks comes, and he goes, "All right, I'll get out there." And he plays one game. He wins that. Then he plays another 2 quarters.
2 quarters. He's out for the rest of the year.
And he's out for the rest of the year.
That was it. That quick. Detroit took on the Eagles up in the Motor City. Detroit now 4-7. The Eagles are 4-7 as well. Detroit won 45-14. Megatron had 3 touchdowns. When I'm watching these games with fans, everybody pulls against Chip Kelly. It's not even about cheering against the Eagles as much as they want the head coach Chip Kelly for how he has managed his 3 years to lose. If you don't know Chip Kelly, he left Oregon. He came to the pros, and by the time he started this season, he had basically got rid of any name brand player that the Eagles had on the team. There had been speculation that some of it came from a racial point. Now he has his players doing what he wants, and he is 4-7, and right now seemingly not going to make the playoffs at all. No. The Sunday night, excuse me.
And Chip Kelly is not racist. They did an interview with him, and he said, I ain't got nothing against colored. Some of my best friends is black.
Damn.
Damn. So you know when they say some of my best friends are black, that definitely means they are not racist.
Thursday night, the Bears of Chicago beat Green Bay up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Jay Cutler playing pretty decent, 19 of 31. It was snowing. It was wet. In these kind of games, you always think that Green Bay is going to win until you remember Chicago weather and Green Bay weather is about the same.
Yeah.
So you don't get no real advantage.
Cold.
It's just cold.
And actually, Green Bay weather doesn't come with the 152 mile per hour wind.
Off of that lake.
Yeah. So you
They don't have a lake
we go to Green Bay in the winter to vacation. You know, let's go somewhere warmer. Where you want to go? Let's go to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It's not as windy up there. We can survive.
The Pack is 7-4. The Bears 5-6, still fighting for their lives. They try to get in that last spot, which is going to seem like it's going to come down to the wire as we talk about this NFL week closing up. One more game before we go to the break. The Chiefs beat Buffalo 30-22. The Chiefs, after starting real slow, has come on of late. They're 6-5. The Bills are 5-6. Rex Ryan and the guys just are very inconsistent. One day they look great, the next they don't.
Almost like the Falcons.
We're not talking about
Don't say that loud.
We're not.
Crew might call in if you say it too loud. But we're going to talk about the Falcons when we come back from break.
Wow.
We're going to bash them and see how they can get this ship going in the right way. Jameis Winston, Drew Brees, and much more coming up right after this break.
Now people jump around, now people gather round, now people jump around, now people gather round, now people jump around, now people gather round, now people jump around. Go, get your freak on, 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 go, get your freak on. I've been really trying,
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey, there's my son.
Hey, Dad.
What's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Well, it's just sort of.
Hello, Dad.
Susan? Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and maybe see some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
listening to the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
Look at my dad. 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 Get in there, get in there.
Hey, welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy. Week 12 is in the books. 5 weeks left to the NFL season. One note about the Bears-Packers game. Brett Favre was in the building. He had his jersey retired at halftime of the Packers-Bears game. Kudos to you, Brett Favre. Southern Miss great all-out adventurer. I plan on seeing Brett at some point. Maybe like 4 or 5 years from now. On Discovery Channel. He have his own hunting show or something. I'm telling you now.
Right.
His PR people gonna come because he's serious about it.
Bagging one.
It ain't like they gotta teach him. It won't be a fake show. You know what I mean? This is what he
And he is a
does.
celebrity. I may actually watch it right
He
after
really was
Ocean
sitting
Adventures.
sitting in that treehouse. That's what he wants to do. And people, y'all watched what the other people named Duck Dynasty.
Good.
Oh yeah, great show.
Hey, good day. Welcome everybody to Bagging Them with Brett. Today I'm going to track and hunt down and kill another innocent creature.
His name is John.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason he won't do it is because so many people who support his legacy at Green Bay would probably have a fit if he would start killing animals, because that's just not, politically correct.
Televising him killing animals.
Right,
He's already killing the
he
animals.
kills them regularly, but to televise him killing animals,
As long as it's not one of the three, it's like we only protect 3
dogs, cats, and
eagles,
guinea pigs.
Everything else seems to be open game. As long as you don't go down to the zoo and kill those animals, you can kill as many deer.
So you can't kill them at the zoo. I knew that.
Or on safari in Africa.
Yeah,
remember Cecil.
If they're wearing a collar.
Washington defeating the Giants yesterday, 20-14. Deshaun Jackson. I forgot Deshaun Jackson was in the league. He did catch a touchdown in this game. I think at least 5 people all said at the same. Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson.
He still play?
Yeah, that Deshaun Jackson caught a touchdown. Has missed most of the season with a hamstring injury. Here, Georgia Dome, Atlanta Falcons, Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are now 8-3, winning 20-10 over the Falcons, who have lost 5 games in a row. Yes, they won 6 in a row.
Or back to back.
They have lost
Sounds better.
5 in a row. They're 3-3 at home, a place that the Falcons rarely used to lose in. Matty Ice throwing 2 interceptions. Teddy Bridgewater not really playing better than Matt. I mean, it's about the same amount of play. But AD all day, he can run on you all day or beat you all day, however you want to do it.
Knee majors, the bionic back.
29 carries, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns, and I don't know anybody he didn't run over.
Every time he runs, all I hear is
You hear the theme song?
and then he broke a couple yesterday for that. He got the full theme music going, but usually it's just and he knocks 3 or 4 people down.
It literally looked like each run he picked a different Falcon to run over.
Like it was a game for real.
He was so effective running against the Falcons yesterday that one of the announcers gave an endorsement to his doctors. Like, wow, this guy is really encouraging to any back out there with a knee injury. Just look towards Adrian Peterson as your benchmark, because you can come back from those injuries.
Yes, you can.
His doctor was fantastic.
Not just injuries, but a year out of football. I know he's made us think. He's the only guy that's crossing 1,000 yards at this point in the season rushing. And we instantly forget that he was out of the league last year for that case of spanking his son. which
or beating.
well, no, that was spanking.
Oh, okay.
Beating is when you hit in the face and stuff like that. When you hit in that little fat meaty part of the back of the thigh,
your butt,
that's a spanking.
Okay.
That's a spanking.
That's a spanking.
Even when
Even
marks,
if you're using a branch.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you're using, as long as you stay in between
in the thick, fat, meaty part.
In that thick, fat, meaty part back there. As long as you stay right there.
That's written down.
That hard area for women. You know, that's that area where women get that them dimples that they just don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
No, it's that pocket right there.
Yeah,
No, I ain't say all women. I'm saying it's a little pocket in there that holds on to that area. That's one of the number one places they get lipo
It's
at.
like a little grip. You just grab it like that, and it works. Yeah,
it's one of those. He said it.
Like a little grip.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get off the Falcons. We can talk about anything else. You see how I'm just trying.
Speaking of the Falcons,
No.
does anybody remember when we were talking about the Falcons early in the season when they had went like 6-0, and
I remember.
asked in the locker room, is there any atmosphere of guarded optimism? Is there anybody that believes, hey, let's kind of keep it even, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves? And we heard, no, none of that. Not for the Falcons. They believe that they can do it. And here we are today.
Right.
They've almost lost as many in a row as they've won in a row.
Right.
I knew they were going to be who they were.
And I think they have Tampa on the horizon.
Yeah, we might win that one.
So maybe
Sports Joc Jr. coming to town.
We might win that.
Jameis Winston. Speaking of Jameis, tough day for him yesterday up in Indy, losing to a 40-year-old quarterback. It was so funny how they kept saying that Hasselbeck could be Jameis, old enough to be Jameis's dad, which is true. I mean, he's 20 years older or 19 years older than Jameis, so there's plenty of us out there that have kids that age. Well, everybody went to high school with me and got a kid. Had a kid at 18, except me. I waited a couple, 7 or 8 years later, but so it's a lot of 40-year-old with 21-year-old sons and daughters.
And 3-year-old grandkids.
So the Colts 25, 6-5 now. The Bucks are 5-6, losing. Both teams are still in the playoff hunt. And this is what I like about the season. There are like 2 or 3 teams that are clearly above the rest, but everybody else is kind of just in there. So it will be probably until Christmas before everybody figure out who is going where. But the Bucks losing 12-25 to the Colts, the Jags in San Diego, both teams going nowhere. The Chargers 31, Jacksonville 25. The Raiders, the Raiders finally won a game. They're 5-6, beating the Titans. If you call that actually beating somebody, the Titans are 2-9. Derek Carr did look good yesterday, throwing a game-winning touchdown at the end. I think they really, really have found something in their quarterback, and that's something the Raiders have been needing. I remember going to the Hall of Fame, and Tim Brown was saying in his 17 years there, or however long it was, 16, he had like 20 different quarterbacks or something like nobody needs 20 quarterbacks. And that's
in how many years?
It's like 16 years. He had 20 quarterbacks.
Hey, you keep trying till you get it right.
So I think the Raiders have found them a quarterback in Derek Carr, excuse me. I keep wanting to get him confused with his brother. But he looks nice out there throws a nice ball, and he's tough too. He can take a hit. So hats off to the Raiders, 24-21. New Orleans went to Houston and lost. For all you Falcon fans who hate the Saints, the Saints are now 4-7. Houston has turned their season around to 6-5, 24-6. The Texans over the Saints. I think the Saints need to start getting ready for the draft, decide what they're going to do with Drew Brees and all those good things. And one more before we go. Big Kenny, your Jets.
Jets.
38. The 20 over the Dolphins. 6-5 Jets, 4-7 Dolphins. Remember when the Dolphins fired their coach and then won the last week, and then they went back to being the team they were with the old coach?
Yeah. and the coach they fired is at home going, I told y'all.
You should have kept me.
It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. I've been trying to tell you.
That is the team that takes the field now. The Dolphins are 4-7, going nowhere fast. Ryan Tannehill playing decent, but not the franchise quarterback I think that people want to see in the Dolphins. Ryan Fitzpatrick playing nice yesterday, throwing for 4 touchdowns in that game. Nice day for him. Some quick notes before we go. Big Kenny Truth. They looked at Frank Gifford, who passed away a couple of months ago, brain. Now, Frank was 84 years old, and now they're trying to say that he had what they call CTE. They have that concussion movie coming out with Will Smith around Christmas. Everybody keeps asking me, do I want to go see it? And I'm like, well, I don't know what they're going to actually tell me about it. I still am confused.
It looks anti-NFL.
It looks anti, and it's like, what mystery are you uncovering? So it's almost like I need somebody to go and then come tell me
before you waste your time.
Before I waste my time, because if you're just going to tell me, hey, this doctor found out that if you hit your head up against other people, you can end up not remembering stuff, then I would think,
wait.
Yeah.
I think part of what they're pushing in the storyline is how strongly the NFL denied all of the allegations, all of the of his findings. That's what they're trying to say is the NFL pushed back and tried to deny that it was even an issue, sort of suggesting that they left their players out there.
Is that so they won't get sued?
I guess we'll find out when we'll tell the truth. Tell the truth.
We're all going to the moon. Field trip. Let's go together.
We'll be back for the Sports Joc Show. Mary Kay Cabot coming up right after this.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year? The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey, there's my son.
Hey, Dad.
What's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Well, it's just sort of.
Hello, Dad.
Susan? Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and maybe see some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year? The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Over the horizon, she's smooth sailing these concrete seas. Now she headed east down the boulevard. Sure, said I like the way, said I like the way, yeah. You sail your ship now, let me be your cargo. I won't wear you down, no honey, I won't wear you down.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc Wayne Gandy. We were supposed to have Mary Kay Cabot on. We're having a little issue right now with our Skype. Is that what y'all call it? So we'll see if we can get her on the next segment. Tom Brady. Pretty Tom. That's what they call him in certain parts of the world. Pretty Tom Brady. Last night in a shootout in Denver, cold, rain, everything, just a big old mess. Peyton Manning in a boot. He has plantar fasciitis in his left foot. They say it's coming off the bone of his heel, which is causing a lot of pain. Great game, though. If you want to watch a game in the snow, and they've really changed football, because usually those kind of conditions mean we're going to run and just try to get some first downs. They were throwing the ball like it was 90 and sunny out there yesterday.
Yeah, they were throwing the ball like, I want to keep this starting job. Peyton, I love you and everything, but I'm hoping to stay in your position.
I think the quarterback was literally showing Peyton the future. Osweiler looked great last night. He has a good arm. The receivers seem to be getting in sync with him. The Broncos winning 30-24 in overtime. C.J. Anderson running the big run at the end to score the touchdown. But it was a beautiful game, especially when those kind of conditions, the kind of plays. Only sad note was Gronkowski went out late in the game. And the one thing I'm always, when I see plays like that, is we just talked about the concussion thing. What happens to Gronk now is what is familiar. Everybody's having to lead the game because everybody is getting hit in the legs, because you have made getting hit in the head or the shoulder area a fine. So now you're hitting me in somewhere I really don't want to be hit. I mean, the one thing when I would play Reggie White, don't cut me. That was it. The only thing he wanted. He didn't want you to cut him. Stay off my leg, even if the play called for it, because like any of us, hit me in my chest. I want you to hit me.
I can recover from that.
I can recover. Don't hit me in my legs. Ligaments snap like that. And you see Jimmy Graham, we're going to talk about when we talk about Seahawks, out for the year. Every week, it's 2 or 3 players out for the year or out for at least a big chunk of time.
And this was the only guy who Tom Brady knew his name. So,
yeah, this is the only receiver he had left.
The only one he knew by name. Hey, Gronk, now it's finna be, hey, guy replacing Gronk. Go over by guy that plays on the right side.
And he looked pissed in the press conference.
He's upset. He's totally upset.
That was still in his mind. The loss seemed, okay, we're going to win and lose some. But Gronk getting hurt seemed to really throw him. I mean, he was on the edge of even maybe getting a fine. He was cursing the referee out so bad. And for one night, it really did seem like the Patriots could not get a call. I don't know if I've ever seen that in a decade, but it was some penalties out there that was not being called. The refs was letting them play.
That was all John Elway. Look, we got
fix was in.
Right, we got Peyton on the bench. We're not about to just look super bad out here in Denver. Now, you might get fired by the league, but I got this golden parachute of $200 million and some Papa John's pizza franchises that we can slide to you, and we need to win this game.
But it made for a great game. Broncos 30, Patriots 24, a lot of big plays. But if you go and watch in the replay, it's an instant classic. If you watch it, you're going to be sitting there like, wow, they really threw the ball like they were in a dome. You swore it was 72 in a dome. I don't know. They just ran once or twice a quarter. They were throwing the ball.
Yeah, they were easy to catch, all deflated and everything.
But Brock Osweiler, I think, is letting Peyton Manning know the time has come to say goodbye.
I think Peyton Manning, along with people like the Kobe Bryants, Denver could have a much better record this season.
Yes.
If they were just willing to admit, Peyton, you ain't got it anymore.
Yeah, time has come.
Your time has come. Come on, dude. Let us have this.
Yes.
I mean, your legacy's solid.
Yeah, you're arguably the greatest of all the time.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes.
When you're eligible, you're going in, no question.
Yes, you'll be a head coach or a GM.
And even if you do just those chicken parm you taste so good commercials for the rest of your life, you're straight. So just back off and let us have this winning season. Some of us haven't played for 18 years.
Right.
Some
make
of us,
room for the next.
Some of us aren't going to the Hall of Fame. So let me, my 3 seasons in the NFL, let them be winning seasons. So,
yes,
I respect what they've done, but at some point, when you're not able to do that anymore, then let's not drag it out.
And I remember when the Celtics, late 80s, early 90s, when they hit that dark time in their franchise, they always say they held on to Parrish and McHale too long and didn't let the Antoine Walkers and the people they had just drafted get on the court. When I watch the Minnesota Timberwolves now, instead of letting that young blood of Towns and Wiggins and Carly from Kentucky play, you got Kevin Garnett and Tayshaun Prince getting major minutes when it's time now. It is time. It's okay. And I know it's scary. It was scary for all of us when it's like you wake up, what do I do? Now, KG, you already know what you're going to do.
I mean,
you're going to go upstairs to wherever the head of the Minnesota team is, and that's where you're going to be.
That's where your new position.
Now, Tayshaun, I don't know what you're going to do with yourself. Maybe go back to Kentucky and become an assistant coach. But both of you are smart men. You know, Kevin.
But it's time to
and you were in the game back when people were rocking cross colors. Do you see what I'm saying? When they had high top fades and stuff like that, and you're still in the league playing major minutes. When not only are these guys a fresher talent, they're taking up a whole lot of cap money too.
Now that's a
to
valid
be sitting
point.
on the bench. We're paying you a lot of money to learn.
We
from
can't
the bench.
afford what we want because of you.
And your ability just to run up and down the court or your ability just to take the field does not mean you're an effective player. And if you're not going to go to the backup role, there is like Matt Hasselbeck. There is 2 or 3 years in that role. But Peyton Manning should not be starting at this point. Kobe Bryant, that's why I asked Sekou for the season. Then you might ask for a little trade, maybe go to a team where he can just come off the bench give them 12, 14 points with no stress of having to give it to them, and win another championship or be part of that. Why would you just want to be on a team? I don't think the Lakers won 3 games.
It's my unattractive stripper philosophy. Your willingness to do it doesn't mean we should have to pay you for it.
Unless you work at the Claremont.
I'm just saying, just because you're willing to still get out there, Kobe, just because you're willing to still get out there, Peyton, doesn't mean we should.
It's not in the best interest of the team.
It's not in the best interest of the team.
Right. Before we go, since we're talking about the Patriots, Tom Brady, speaking of Thanksgiving, you got Brady over there in his turkey outfit. Tom Brady decided to dress up like a turkey, scare his kids. He mixed Halloween in with Thanksgiving. And his kids are out there playing.
He had the gardeners pile up a bunch of leaves.
Feel like they're looking for Easter eggs.
They're having fun. Big old backyard. That little girl probably having nightmares right now. She needs some counseling.
Oh, that
right
was hilarious.
In a related story, the Brady children are now vegan.
Yeah. She went down and stayed down. I was like, "Where's the baby?" Oh wow!
You ever go to play one of those jokes on a kid as an adult, and it seems like a good idea right after the reveal, and then you're thinking like, "Oh, this isn't going to look too good on the kids later on in life." That was one of those moments. He jumped out thinking they're going to love Thanksgiving, and now for life they're afraid of turkey. Right, they'll faint at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Because the son looked okay, but the little girl looked like, what?
The son was like, "Hey, Dad."
Yeah, I saw you earlier. Yeah. But the girl was totally shook in there, Tom Brady.
Because the son's probably used to watching Dad and Mom dress up. You know what I mean? Yesterday, Dad was a cop and Mom was a robber, and now today he's a turkey and she's playing the shelf.
There they go playing again.
Yeah, there they go with that, what he calls game night.
Up in Seattle, the Steelers invaded the coffee town. Seattle winning 39-30. Once again, if you didn't see this game, I don't know, maybe you can. It was a good game. You can YouTube it or whatever you do to see it. I don't think anyone would have thought this kind of points with two historically top defenses were going to go out in 39-30 points. Ben Roethlisberger left late in the game. They say he's back on the concussion protocol. Russell Wilson looking sharp, throwing for 5 touchdowns. Bad news in this game, as I said a little earlier, Jimmy Graham got hit in the knee, out for the season. They haven't said whether it was an ACL or MCL, the big tight end. And, you know, these guys are – Gronk is like 6'6", Jimmy Graham is like 6'7", and these safeties and cornerbacks are going right at the knee. I mean, it's
you know, Tim Tebow's playing. I mean, Russell Wilson's playing better because he heard Tim Tebow broke up with his girlfriend for not having sex. So Russell Wilson figures 3-4 more weeks and I'll be rid of Sierra. So you know,
before Christmas,
right. Maybe I'll be back to rare form before the playoffs. So,
well, he threw for 5 touchdowns yesterday. Good game for him. And just a good game overall. Big plays, a lot of excitement. 2 heavyweight franchises going at it. We're going to go to break and come back, finish up the NFL report right after this. 888-926-7562. Go to youtube.com. Check us out. The Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy, and much more right after this quick break.
Listen and watch us in many ways on your computer or smartphone. Visit thesportsjoc.com. Download the Sports Joc app or watch and listen from youtube.com. Just search for the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy.
what's up? We're Simple Plan, here for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
Want to make a difference? It's simple. Be responsible. Plan ahead.
Designate before you celebrate.
Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy. One note that I forgot about that Seahawks game against the Steelers. Marshawn Lynch did not play yesterday. This is his second game in a row that he has set out. Early in the week, they said he had a surgery for a sports hernia. And 2 days ago, they said the surgery was not for sports hernia. So it was a surgery. Beast mode, I don't know what. I guess we'll wait and see like everybody else. But Beast Mode started off last Monday, Tuesday with a sports hernia. By Saturday, it was reported that it was not a sports hernia.
Hey, boss, it was a sports hernia the whole time.
That's your story.
It wasn't no sports hernia, boss. I'm just here so I don't get fined. But in Seattle, they don't see what they see. I mean, like, they don't see drag racing. They don't see accidents, none of that stuff. So they just make it up as they go along.
Yeah, they just make up stories.
They sounded good, right?
Just like, I mean, if anybody believed that I wasn't drag racing and just ran my super fast car into a stop sign as me and my friend, teammate, in his super fast car, we're going down the street at the same time.
Starbucks.
I was just trying to pass you
with another guy behind us in another super fast car. Right. This was just and no, that is not weed because it's legal out here, sir. So we don't even have to bring that up.
Cincinnati Bengals yesterday taking on the Rams. One side of the fair. Bengals 31, Rams 7. Andy Dalton, the big red machine.
The red rifle.
3 touchdowns in this game. The Bengals are 9-2. The Rams are 4-7. Not a lot to say about this game when the Rams only put up 7 points. I still don't know why y'all went and got Nick Foles. I mean, I've fashioned myself as a football, aficionado, really. But some of these moves go even over. I don't know. You swap a hurt Sam Bradford for a bum Nick Foles. Y'all swap quarterbacks to get the same results. Sam went to Philly, got hurt. Nick went to the Rams and throw interceptions.
Same.
It's the same.
We could have seen this coming. You put these ingredients together, and they will make boo-boo.
The Bengals looking good, 9-2. Marvin Lewis got this team really playing, especially on defense. They're pretty active on defense. Arizona going to San Fran, 19-13, an anticlimactic game. Years before, this has been a big game right now with how the 49ers are. They're 3-8. The Cardinals are 9-2. Carson Palmer doing enough to win this game, but nothing really to say about the 49ers. They are the 49ers. Get ready for next year. 3-8, you keep this up, you'll probably get top 3 picks. So maybe that will help you going into next year. I think Colin Kaepernick did have a surgery last week. He's out for the season.
Sports hernia? Maybe.
Maybe.
They have a little list of what's believable. Hey, I'll choose sports hernia. Give me A.
Maybe not. And as I said, the Browns taking on. Really, listen.
Here we go.
Go see a movie. This game. It's the 2-8 Browns against the 3-7 Ravens. You tell me. If you're not from Baltimore, or at least from the state of Maryland, and you're not from Cleveland, Ohio,
and your brother doesn't play for the Browns,
yeah, something like that. I mean, this is not must-see TV.
But on the other hand,
I think a new Gotham come out tonight.
If you're in favor of touching up women, this is the game for you because Johnny Manziel had his little domestic violence spurt, and of course we know how they get down in Baltimore. So
let's before we move past this Cleveland. And as I said, I don't know what's written in Johnny Manziel's contract. I did see the video of him partying. He had a drink in his hand, kind of standing behind the DJ.
He had a bottle in his hand. It wasn't a drink. A drink is liquid in a container. He had the bottle that the liquid comes out of.
You know how when they do it,
that's intention to distribute.
They only hand out bottles when you're doing it.
I don't know this.
But still, it was a bottle. I think that he eliminated plausible deniability with holding the bottle.
That's a real thing?
Yeah, it is.
And but if you're going to make a statement that a guy's going to start for the rest of the year, and then once this video comes out, you say, well, I'm benching him now. Who does that benefit? Because it doesn't benefit Josh McCown, because if you're telling me, well, I was going to start him over you, but since he went out to drink, I'll let you start. That ain't no confidence booster. So basically, I just got the job because he got drunk. Well, that don't make me want to go out and throw 5 touchdowns. I mean, that's just how I see it. And then what does it say to Johnny if you're saying that he is supposed to be your future? That it's a yo-yo. That's the first thing you want to take out of a young player's mind, that you have to keep worrying about the sideline.
Well, I think the point was to address his indiscretions. This is his second offense. He's been in trouble for
Johnny
this
is not your son. You know what you can do to Johnny? What? Get rid of Johnny if you don't perform.
Okay.
Or play Johnny. But you only
not scold him.
No, not scold Johnny. That's you
put him on punishment.
You think you're going to teach Johnny? Did the Bears teach Jim McMahon anything?
In a related story,
has Dez Bryant cooled off at all? You either play the person or get rid of him. You can get rid of Johnny, and I wouldn't fault you, but you don't get to keep doing this to him, and you don't get to do it to Josh.
And
that's
fans.
What I kept thinking that. Well, Josh.
I don't think Josh is too upset, because in a related story, they found a invitation to Josh's party in Johnny Manziel's locker. Like, hey, Johnny, come through, free bottles and everything. And he was like, okay, Josh and I are bonding. And then
Josh put out that video.
Right, then Josh was like, hey, guys, get together. Let's do a selfie. And it wasn't a real selfie. It ended up being a video. So,
But you understand the picture I'm saying, where you're yo-yoing. To me, base the man, you going to play or you're not. You can do it drunk, or you cannot do it drunk, or if you fail a drug test, we're going to get rid of you. But to have that week in and week out based on, like, you're going to teach me to be a man, then you shouldn't have drafted a 21-year-old quarterback.
And
all you can do is pay me or let me be.
And I've already showed you who I am.
Yeah, I'm Johnny Football.
And for all of you guys out there who are struggling with multi-million-dollar contracts and drug or alcohol addictions, and it's tied to the amount of money that you make, here are a couple of words from a wise man who's been around the block a couple of times. No cameras. How about that? How about we stop filming ourselves doing stuff that'll get us benched? How about that? How about let's respect the fact that I do this for a living, and first and foremost, we're going to protect the bank. I'm a drinker. Everybody knows that. I'm a party guy. I might, jerk a couple of chicks around. I might smoke some of this. I might snort some of that. But you'll never get it on film. How about that? Everybody just says, Johnny looked glassy-eyed this morning in practice. Okay, maybe. But there's nothing to confirm what I've been doing.
And stop snitching. How about that?
How about that?
Why are you so focused on this man? You ain't even partying. That you over here filming another man.
And then releasing
it.
No code of honor. No code of honor. See, it all goes back to what happened at Louisville. When the strippers started snitching, everybody started telling. I'm telling you, no honor amongst thieves anymore. Used to be a time when that meant I was on the inside. I know something now that
That's
will
true.
keep me
That's true.
forever protected because I'm on the inside now. I'm a secret keeper. I'm part of the machine. Now the machine's just breaking down. Nobody wants to keep a secret anymore.
Well, TMZ pays cash money for secrets too, so
Well,
there's that.
I'm just saying, Charlie Sheen paid way more
to hide his
secret. So,
and that's the only thing I can say. If it's any contract, if y'all made some kind of legal deal, or that you're not supposed to be out doing X, Y, and Z, then I don't know. I do know if that's not in place, then play the man, let the man swim or sink.
Is some of it protecting the reputation of the team, though? Is that what in an effort to protect the team's reputation?
Cut him. You can't. You're not going to be able to. There is no. These aren't kids. You're coddling him like, well, let me hit your hand, Johnny. If Johnny has a substance abuse problem and he wants to let it affect his game, then as an owner, you let Johnny go. But putting him in the corner for a timeout and all that, okay.
You don't get your allowance this week.
Exactly. You're still paying him.
Oh, yeah, there's no.
Yeah, you still get the check. And if Josh get hurt, you still gonna probably send him out on the field. And that's why I said, if I'm Josh, I'm mad. That's you called me to tell me that. No, I don't want to play.
And then if Josh gets hurt and you have to send me in anyway, I'm really belligerent now. You know, I'm in the huddle like, hey, we gonna do a 36 Patron on 2.
Oh, Johnny Manziel, the life of Johnny. Like you said, Truth, and Big Kenny has said before, you knew who you drafted.
You knew.
He came as advertised.
And he showed you earlier.
You can't invite Def Leppard or somebody to do a party in your yard and then be talking about, man, y'all messed up the roses. I figured that's what was going to happen. We'll be back.
I can't believe the Wu-Tang Clan broke a piece of fine china.
Be right back.
Hey, what's up? We're Simple Plan here.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Enough is enough! I have had it!
Why so serious?
And we hold the world ransom for
Wayne Gandy.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Show me.
Broadcasting live from the Armada FM studios in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
You may build me up, yeah, can you build me up, yeah? You won't break me down, I've come so far, yeah, I've come so far, yeah. So just throw in the towel, it's a new day, I'ma do it, yeah, I'm gonna go all the way. You may build me up.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc Wayne Gandy. It is 11 o'clock. We will be here till noon Eastern. We are live. You can catch us anytime, youtube.com. Check out the Sports Joc, CRO episodes. Just binge on us one day. Just go binging. Binge on us one day. I watched the whole Jessica Jones in one day on Netflix. It was raining. I ain't had nothing to do until the night. I just binged, got me a workout, came and finished up the last couple of episodes. But man, that humming got loud over here. What is that humming? It's like 10 times louder than it used to be. But I'll work through it. I've had worse conditions. You know? From that.
I thought it was a Krispy Kreme donut.
Oh, it went off. Thank you. Whew. It's still a little light, but it was 10 times light.
Yeah.
I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
The messed up part is he has that I don't know what I did to fix it look on his face.
You just stand right there. Don't move.
I don't know how I fixed
just
it.
like
It's
that.
just-
Quick note, the State Department has issued a worldwide travel alert. Just let y'all know, Sports Joc tries to give you a couple pieces of information. For Americans, effective until February 24th of February, they will be lifting this terror worldwide alert, State Department, so be safe in your travels.
We can't go anywhere?
Well, they're just saying Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, and Islamic State. They're going at it right now, so be careful where you go.
And what is February spring break for fanaticism? You know, like we are going.
And they have a date when it ends.
we are going to take this is when the Ramadan begins, so we will not be blowing anything up. You are very safe up to this time. I don't understand that.
Me, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the date. I thought maybe you two had some kind of.
February.
Is it leap year or
it
something?
coincides with the end of Black History Month, so they're like, hey, we have been doing a lot of work. Let's just all take off.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Birthdays last week. Jimmy Graham, who we talked about, got hurt. 29. Oscar Robertson, the Big O, 77. LeBron James joined Oscar Robertson. There's only two men to be in the top 25 in assists and points last week. Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Jets, 33. Ben Stiller, 50. Got old on you. Christy Trigo, 30. Jarvis Landry of the Steelers, 53. Chip Kelly, 52. He down to about 32 days of work. D. McNabb, 39. Andrew Bogut, 31. Y'all remember Shannon Brown? When Shannon Brown had potential, then he went and got married to Monica? Is that the one that married Monica? I thought that was the one that married Keisha Cole, Boogie. Shannon Brown married Monica the singer, right? That's when he disappeared. He's 30 years old. Julius Randle, 21. Don Cheadle, 57. The Game, 36. Braxton Miller, Ohio State, 23. Russell Wilson, 27. Robin Givens, 51. The first Black Widow, 51 years old. Jimmy Rollins, 37. Avery Bradley, 25. DJ Khaled, we the best. 40. Tina Turner, 76.
Still smashed.
At 76?
At 76, she could get it.
Trey Songz, 31. Chris Carter, Mr. Eyebrows himself, 50. And Vincent Bo Jackson.
Well, I just want to say this as Chris Carter. I would do it to Tina Turner, too. Because when I was a child, my mother made me listen to her music. What? Chris Carter just be inserting himself, and everything is tragic with him. I was at her birthday party. She made me look at her legs.
He will just make up something, don't he?
And it was traumatic for me as a child.
I do like those new Bo Jackson commercials with Home Depot where he got all the ex-Heisman and greats, and he making them do his little test.
This one was the rivalry week test. Did you say rivalry week? Rivalry. No, guys, it's rivalry week. And he go, hey, great enunciation.
You know you speaking bad when Herschel Walker corrected you. I was like, now hold on now. I know we ain't Harvard down at Auburn, but when Herschel Walker ain't.
He sounded like he had a speech impediment.
When Herschel comes in and goes, bro, you ain't saying that right. It's time to stop your endorsement deal right now.
And Herschel threw the ball down at the end like he's going to take his ball and go home. It's just good to see some of the old legends, Doug Flutie. Remember Doug Flutie? They dug them all. They got them all in this commercial. Yeah. They dug all the Heisman Trophy winners. It's a Home Depot. You got the commercial. Is it the AT&T? It's I think it's Home Depot. They do some kind of little Heisman. Let's see if this is the one.
Yeah, this is at AT&T.
Guys, in honor of Rivalry Week, we're going to do something special. Whoa. Did you say Rivalry Week? Yeah. Rivalry Week.
Rivalry week.
Guys, it's rivalry week. Strong enunciation. Desmond wins.
That's hilarious.
And they got like 8-10 of them. They all kind of funny now. They came up with a nice little commercial there, and they ain't have to dab to make me laugh. They just can you see Herschel or Bo dabbing? Which one would a dab?
Bo. Yeah,
Bo would.
I say Bo.
Y'all see
Bo is dabbing right now. As he bikes through
the bike.
Alabama. Yeah, as he bikes through Alabama.
He does like to bike sometimes, don't he?
Like 100 miles at a time.
Him and Brett Favre. What was the name of that show you said?
The bagging it with Brett.
Bagging it with Bo and Brett. Cause Bo love.
Hey, don't talk about it no more. Let's go ahead and register it. Let's go and register it real quick.
I need to call them up and see if they want to do it.
We can holler at my guy. That's the hog hunter.
Hey, we're gonna put it on Animal Planet, right?
Hey, look, you giving away too much. Y'all don't know how this game works. Y'all giving away too much. By the time we get off air, it'll be registered, and somebody will be reaching out to him like, "Look, I got this idea. I got this idea."
You'll see a commercial for it tonight on Monday Night Football. Check in on Discovery.
Bagging it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bagging it with Bo
and Brett.
And Brett. Two hunters.
We'll be sitting here like, man, we forward to have that idea.
Oh man, I did get out to see The Mockingjay Part 2. It has grossed 198 million worldwide. It was #1 at the box office for the second week in a row. Somebody told me to go check out Creed, about Apollo's son. Apollo Creed's son wants to be a boxer, and Rocky trains him. What I hear is a B plus.
I've heard great things.
A lot of people say it's good.
Great press.
The Black Rocky, basically.
How was Mockingjay Part 2?
C plus.
Now, see, you didn't have to spend that money because when they were filming here in the studio parking lot, every time that I came to the studio, I took pictures and
we could have shared.
Yeah, you could have known the whole thing, and I would always use the hashtag spoiler alert.
Yeah, that is a good thing about Atlanta. We actually got to see the ending, so I'm sitting there watching the movie, and I'm like, I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. I know.
and just so happens that now, whenever they film, they happen to put up a little sign that says no pictures, no video, and I'm wondering why.
Yeah. Well, did they film the second one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wondering why.
I thought it was just the first one.
I'm hoping it had something to do with me posting spoiler alerts.
They filmed all the scenes that are out there
simultaneously based. Okay.
And that a lot of people don't understand that, like, a movie will have 5 films in a franchise, like the Lord of the Rings, the Battle of the Five Armies, I think was the last one, and they shoot that. Like different scenes.
Yeah, like they know the stories.
Right. They already know. So
before
the first one comes out, they have the battle scene from the 5th one already.
Well, we already have wardrobe and sets
dressed
done.
up.
And Bilbo Baggins still looks like himself. He hasn't aged 7 years that it takes to put the films out. So
gotcha. Coming to Phillips Arena for you music fans, Rihanna. Anti-World Tour, March 9th. For you people that want to see Rihanna take off her clothes, that'll be March 9th, 7:30, Phillips Arena. Anti-World.
Or you could just go to YouTube.
It's the name. Oh, she's already started.
I thought she's naked all the time. I mean,
she got a new hit with Chris Brown.
Oh, do they? They got a new hit
with Chris Brown.
not a track, a hit.
That was a domestic violence joke.
A
punch. Because we don't respect women and their issues on this show.
Well, Rihanna, Anti-World Tour, Phillips Arena, March 9th. Check it out. Let me know how it goes.
Chris and her are supposed to.
So you're not going to be there as well, sir?
Her and Chris Brown are supposed to be working together. He gave her the beat the other day so she could listen to it. And
I did like that last little song she did with Paul McCartney and
that was a hit. I get it.
Yeah, 4 or 5 seconds.
But you will not attend the concert.
No.
Okay.
No, she don't interest me like that. Yeah. You can find her on any block in the swamps.
Literally find her on the block.
Yeah, in the spots I can find her. Yeah, no?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not looking. I ain't seen
She'll
it.
look the same, but she won't have that island accent. She be talking like this, Charlie.
We'll be back for the Sports Joc Show.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm Rachel Ray, and food is not only the way I make my living, it's how I spend time with my family and friends. It's hard to imagine true hunger, but sadly, 1 in 6 Americans don't know where their next meal will come from. They're your neighbors, your friends, your co-workers. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger to find out how you can make a difference. I'm Rachel Ray, and together, we are Feeding America.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Make sure your child is up with the alarm and ready for school each morning, because missing just 18 days, even in middle school, will put their graduation at risk. It's up to you. Learn more at boostup.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The traditional light bulb, a groundbreaking invention in 1879. Other groundbreaking ideas from that time, the whalebone corset, the pedal-operated submarine, and the 2-story outhouse. We've come a long way since then. It's time our light bulbs did the same. Visit EnergySavers.gov and learn about energy-saving light bulbs. See, these new bulbs are more efficient than the old ones, like a text message is more efficient than a carrier pigeon. They last longer, too, like how we humans last longer now that doctors use antibiotics instead of leeches. And they cut down on our energy costs, because in our own groundbreaking age of aeroplanes and moving pictures, we deserve a light bulb that saves us some cash. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better, and kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
Center Court. On sports, news, gossip, blah, 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 blah.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. That's how the eye of the tiger sounds if you was on Molly. If you was on Molly, that's how it would sound to your ear. You'd be,
And would you dance like that? I mean,
I'm white, yes.
yeah.
you definitely won't be dabbing to it. You just
Dabbed everything.
Voguing. Voguing is what Big Kenny's doing.
the number 3 pick in the 2015 draft, Jahlil Okafor, NBA player up in Boston, got into a little scuffle outside a Boston bar. Let's see the footage of Mr. Okafor.
got money, you broke ass. We got money. Money makes you how much money is money. Broke ass. Bitch ass, man. Fuck with you.
Guy in the black jacket and the hoodie, that is the 19-year-old third pick of the draft.
Hold on, can we go back to where Jahlil throws the punch? Okay, and right here, boom! Did you hear the cash register sound go off?
That was a horn.
That was a horn. Oh,
Yeah.
Sounded like a cash register to me. Because when he got pushed, you could hear the register tape go because it was adding it up. When he called him broke, and you know, because that's
we got
embarrassing.
money, you broke.
Right. That was embarrassing, so it messed with my self-esteem. We're still tallying. But when he knocked me to the ground, that's when cha-ching, we cash out.
And
immediately.
This actually was the day before Thanksgiving.
Of all the things we're thankful for, everybody's standing up like, I'm thankful that your little Okafor punched me in my mouth last night, because next Thanksgiving going to be way different.
I got everybody.
Trust me, next time. Christmas going to be real nice. Trust me, everybody. Christmas going to be different than it is for today.
Mr. Okafor plays for the 76ers, and if you don't know about the NBA, the 76ers have not won a game. I said not a game.
And how far are we into the season now?
They're like 0-20 or something
right,
that at this point in the season. They have not won a game.
And this
They won a couple of fights.
Well, this skirmish started because the fan whom he is alleged to have punched, because
allegedly
we don't know from this video that shows him punching the fan that he actually punched,
because he got a hoodie on. You can't really see his face.
I'm saying, you know, and him punching that fan may have just been him trying to heal that man in the name of all that is holy. He was trying to reach out and heal him to relieve him of his demons. But it was about the fan saying that Philadelphia sucks. Now, seeing that they are 0-20, Jahlil could have turned around and went,
"You right,
okay," and that would have been it. Whatever, that would have, and he could have saved himself about $6 million. But he decided to tell them, "I got money," which made him think, "Hey, he does have money.
Yes,
Let me incite him to attack me." And so him pushing the dude wasn't enough. Dude was like, "Nah, that ain't gonna get me really paid. That might get me, you know, a little rent money. I'm trying to buy this house. You ain't." Bam! That's the one. Right
now, the law enforcement officers they are pursuing this case. No charges have been pressed as of yet, but they are looking into this matter.
And imminent.
And Jahlil said he was protecting a teammate. Because right here it looks really obvious that he was trying to keep that guy from hurting his teammate.
He was trying to protect
while his teammate was holding him back.
Drake, the R&B rapper,
got punched by Jahlil
up in Toronto last week. They had Drake night. He announced the lineup for the Toronto Raptors. They even wore the Drake uniforms. His two favorite colors are black and gold. I don't know what that has to do with the red and blue of Toronto, but they're trying to use him as more of a mascot to get you to watch the game. He's there, Jack Nicholson. Let's see Drake, or hear Drake announce the team.
To introduce your starters,
let's welcome Dre!
From the Democratic Republic of Congo, a 6'9" center who accused LeBron of wearing a fake mustache, number 8, Bismarck Biamo. From Argentina, a 6'9" forward, also 4th man of the year, number 4, Luis Scola. From Missouri, a 6'9" forward, often mistaken for Mississauga R&B singer Party Next Door, number 5, Damari Carroll. From Villanova, a 6-foot guard. You may remember him from hits like Feel So Good and Mo Money, Mo Problems. Number 7, Kyle Lowry. And from USC, a 6'7" guard who thinks he's playing in the Drew League tonight. Number 10, DeMar DeRozan.
That is Drizzy Drake and his announcement. Anything to sell tickets.
Yeah, his voice is horrible. He should just sing. I mean, there is nothing to that. He sounds so flat. Yeah, I know, but he should. I'm not impressed.
You're not impressed?
Not even in the least. No.
November's
just
on.
Sing. He should have sung it.
In a related story, Will Ferrell was reached for comment, and he said,
I know tonight over at Phillips Arena, the Hawks are taking on the Thunder, and it's supposed to be a young Jeezy night. I don't know what's with the NBA and the need.
Was anybody else a little bit thrown off by the fact that the original announcer for the Raptors looks like a Mexican drug lord? Is it just me? Or Chewy, you going to do the announcement tonight at the game? You know I got it, home. I'm going to go up here and I ain't going to do the announcement. All right, guys. Coming out now, 6'4" forward from Villanova. Then he looks at you, he goes, how am I doing, Holmes? You're killing it, man.
That is Drizzy Drake in a sad story. One thing I forgot to talk about, football related. Rams running back Stedman Bailey was shot last week while sitting in his car down in Miami. He was on suspension for failed drug tests. That's why a lot of this story got overlooked. He's on a suspension right now. The driver that was sitting in the car with him also got shot. Last report I saw, both had surgery and were a little bit better than critical. At one point, they were in critical danger. There were supposedly 2 underage kids in the back seat. Little drive-by down in Miami Gardens. Stedman Bailey, 3rd-year guy for the Rams. Just thought I would pass that on for we.
Now, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with the area, Miami Gardens isn't a botanical attraction. You know what I'm saying? It's not like any real foliage or any kind of blooms in Miami Gardens.
Oh, you think that's what they was getting from that?
Well, I mean, people hear Miami Gardens and they go, "Oh, that's horrible." They were with the kids.
Such a beautiful place, right?
They were with the children, underage people in Miami Gardens. It was a mission.
I'm actually happy you pointed that out. Because you need to know what Miami Gardens is before you go to Miami.
And hey, I'm all about repping where you from and all of that, but after my 3rd year in the NFL, I ain't getting projects no more. That's just me. That's just me. I've been on TV 2 times and have never gone back to the projects in my life.
And this is some kind of need that we need. I don't know why it's such in us to need to go back and get that hand clap.
Everybody always with that keep it real.
From an audience with a 9.
No, from an audience that's never even going to buy a ticket.
My first television appearance, people were like, "Kenny, you don't remember me?" I was like, vaguely. He was like, "I'm your brother." We grew up together, and I was like, "Your voice sounds familiar."
If you remember back in March, Chris Johnson of the Cardinals got shot. His friend got killed in Orlando. In the car, they were sitting at a stop sign. Car came by, shot into the car, killed the driver, shot Chris in the trap. I think the bullet is still in his trap muscle next to his
He got
neck.
shot in the trap. It was a double trap.
And his story was even that he had bent over to text and that was the only reason
that he's still alive.
That he might be still alive. Whatever he was doing on the phone had him bent over.
So you can't imagine why they want to go back home and that need to.
I don't see the need to sit around because you're trying to. You don't want to accept that the people that are there no longer see you the way you want them to see you, because you want to sell them that. No, I'm still down. I'm still down. No, Playboy, you ain't. You might be from here, but I saw your salary. You know, and
we
that's
don't have
what
any
it is.
problem anymore.
And in my case, I've never gone back to the projects, but you can bet the project showed up at the Soul Train Awards. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep it real, just bring all of the guys that you want to keep it real with you, because they don't shoot like that in the real gardens. You know what I'm saying? at like the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, they ain't shooting people in their car. But in the gardens in Miami.
And then sometimes you got to realize as well, you left, your best friend is still there. You don't know what your best friend done been messed up with. So you riding around with him, he don't got you caught up into something.
Oh, there are many stories about what happens when you do that.
You know, so there you go. We'll be back. More of the Sports Joc Show right after this.
888-926-7562.
You used to call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to when you checked on me? I don't want to leave, but remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range today. Find out how at heart.org/blood pressure. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up? This is Gwen speaking for RAD. Give up the keys, choose a designated driver. Music lives, so should you.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
It's time for the scoreboard, where we put a spin on life and sports and how they intermingle. On the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
I made a little bit of I made a little bit of
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy. I'd like to send a shout out to those women that are suing the AAA manager over in Marietta. Man, you live in Atlanta. Strip clubs are free from 11:30 a.m. until 7 p.m. You can really kind of walk in most strip clubs and just sit in there. You don't have to go be a peeping Tom at the AAA. You in the A. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I thought I was reading the story wrong. You don't drilled holes through the walls and behind the paper towel holder so you can look at women use the bathroom. This is Atlanta, Georgia. They'll do that for you.
Where did they do this?
On Marietta at the AAA store. You know, the AAA, they get your car.
The automobile
They
service
fix
people?
your oil. The AAA oil people.
Okay.
You never seen those?
I know it's AAA, but I don't know what the store is.
No, I didn't know that.
They're like a Jiffy Lube.
Look, nobody's really surprised about the sexual deviance.
Yeah. We don't understand the location.
AAA got a store for real? Yeah, now we know several women were kidnapped and held against their will.
But repeat that location again.
So they got a store. What you saying? They got
AAA car care.
a brick and mortar.
AAA car care.
Is what they're called.
It's like the
AAA car
Goodyear store, I
care.
guess, you know.
They're like a Jiffy Lube. You can get your oil change and different stuff like that. He was drilling. He drilled a hole from the men's bathroom into the women's behind the paper towel holder.
In this case, AAA stands for All Access Ass. That's what it is.
And he would run in there when employees at the place would go. He would run in there
and watch them
and use the restroom. I don't know what's attractive
well,
about
people
that,
asked about that employee, and they asked some of the ladies who worked at the strip club next door about him, and they said there was something always off about this guy. I think if you get caught for a sexual offense in Atlanta, that ought to be some extra time. You know what I mean? They need to take into account that this dude, you start going to strip clubs on field trips around the 5th grade in Atlanta.
So the criminals need psychiatric help.
I'm saying
there's something wrong with you.
My child's in the 5th grade. I'm chaperoning a trip to Magic City right before Christmas. We're taking the whole school. Well, actually, just the honor students because it's a treat.
Yeah, like he's in the middle of South Dakota or something where it ain't. I mean, you literally, unless they've changed the rule. I haven't been to strip clubs in a while. You can go in for free up until a certain time.
Well, maybe he wants more than just
that's
naked.
still the rule,
He
right?
wants more than he wants to actually see them. Maybe that's his fetish. He likes to see women sitting on the toilet.
They call that internet, from what y'all tell me. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't get the smells, I guess, and all of that.
How much smell can you get
much
through a
of it you
drill
need?
hole behind a paper towel hole?
Yeah, I don't need that of it, but I'm just
That's how
trying
we
to
got caught
imagine.
all that hard sniffing. And somebody was like, "What the hell is that?" It's coming from these two pinholes behind this paper towel holder. How dumb can you be?
How crazy can you get?
What is going on?
And so, what was the fine? Did they
They're
say?
suing. They're suing AAA.
Okay, I hope you ladies win.
There is a woman at a strip club that will show you her hopes and dreams for $1.
For $1.
You could just see everything she's ever thought in her life. She'll just, bust open all her thoughts for a hot $1.
And now you've lost your job to see Big Patty, sit on the toilet.
Urinate.
I don't understand people, but I just thought I would bring y'all that story.
And now, I'm not saying that this is for every guy, but back when I wanted to see employees disrobed, I would just walk up and go, "Hey, you gonna take your clothes off?" And if they said no, then I'd ask another female employee. But maybe the law of averages don't work no more.
O'Neal Supernova Bell, 40 years old, former cruiserweight champion, was shot and killed getting off of public transportation here in the great city of Atlanta. He was 40, former boxing champion. Just thought they left his body in the middle of the road. Haven't found the people yet, so we'll keep you updated.
It's horrible.
And it's
Supernova.
We got football players, at least they get shot in cars. This unfortunate boxer is just getting off a bus.
Yeah.
And shot.
He got shot. Tyson Fury defeated Vladimir Klitschko the other day. I thought it was a repeat of a fight. It actually was a live fight. I was able to watch it. 9.5 years Klitschko has held the WBC, WBA, and the IBF belt. Tyson Fury said that he wouldn't take water after the fight, and he said that even he felt that Klitschko's camp was trying to sabotage him before the fight, giving him gloves that would not fit, and also writing down his weight to be heavier than it actually was. Tyson Fury is from Britain. Vladimir Klitschko, I think, is from the Ukraine.
I got a question on the floor.
He married the girl from Nashville, the show. One of them, the Klitschko brothers. One of them married the little.
Yeah, because one of them's like
Hayden Panettiere.
One of them's a president of somewhere, like.
They're brothers. One of the Ukraine.
One of them's like the leader of the opposition party or something like that, and the other one is still boxing.
Hayden Panettiere.
Hayden Panettiere. I'm wondering.
He's like 6'5" and she's like 5'1" or something like that. It's some kind of.
And she's very.
And he said he refused to take water after the fight. Where's his corner people? You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't trust anybody in his corner to give him fresh water.
Well, they were over in Klitschko's territory
in Ukraine, so is possible anything.
He thought they were going to drug him. So he wouldn't take no water, anything. He took the belt, but he knows
what he's doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He saw Bill Cosby in Klitschko's corner and like, nah,
I'm not thirsty.
I ain't even finna risk it, bro. I ain't even finna. And Bill was like, you can take a drink if you want to.
His official quote is that
just ask Darren Sharper.
They are cheats. They are extremely good at cheating. That was his official quote to that. So, hey, maybe he knows something we don't know.
One of the Olympic runners said he doesn't know what he's talking about. We take no drugs here.
Oh, man. Blake Griffin. Have you checked Blake Griffin out lately?
Not lately.
He has been terrorizing from commercials and on the court. Here's Blake Griffin.
Hello.
Big Blake doing it. I'm just glad the NBA season is going. Steph Curry still hasn't lost. They're 18-0, the Golden State Warriors. He's looking like MVP.
Did you see how Blake dribbling between his legs froze the defender for a second, who was wondering, was that necessary? Why did you do that? You just did that. You're just why would he
show off?
Yeah. How did that help? Anything?
Yusuf Mack. We talked about Yusuf Mack.
Yeah, we did.
About 2 months ago.
Yes.
Yusuf Mack traveled from Philly to New York.
Yes,
to shoot a pornographic movie. Yusuf said that when he got to the room, he saw ladies, but during that period before the scene, he feels that he got drugged. This was his first story. And then he just woke up on the train with $2,000-$3,000 in his pocket. A day later, after being criticized, Yusuf came back to say he lied. He just shot a homosexual film. And now he has released this as his next step of gaining some fame. Is there volume to this video? No? Oh. Well, if you're looking at the page, that's Yusuf. He's talking too fast for me to read his lips, like boxers do. What is he saying, Big Kenny?
Here he is.
Holiday humping was into men, but was
holiday humping was the move.
Causing him to hide his desires.
It was like that man in me. I didn't want to let nobody know. I'm over it now, though. Like, I'm living my life and I'm happy. Like, and I don't gotta explain to nobody but my children and my family.
Holiday humping forced Mac to confront his sexuality, an effort he fumbled initially, first saying he was drugged before appearing in the XXX flick, then admitting the tale was a lie. He was actually bisexual. In the days following the revelation, Mac upped the ante, coming out completely as a homosexual man.
That's Yusuf Mack.
He said he's interested in trannies, and those were his words. I'm interested in trannies.
Yeah,
I'm attracted to
definitely
trannies.
said, I love trannies. I'm attracted to trannies. I don't like nobody with
muscles. He went from alleged rape to no, I'm bisexual to no, I'm really homosexual, and he has 10 kids.
10
so that's a lot of
children,
explaining.
couple of ex-fiancés. Took him a minute
At
to
least
figure
he
out
could
his
keep a
sexual
secret.
preference.
They were like, "Why didn't you say anything?" He said, "It was that man in me that didn't want me to say nothing."
He had his hand over my mouth.
You sell. Hush now. Hush now. Don't you? Just keep it. Just don't say nothing. Just keep it quiet. You gonna wake one of them 10 children.
We'll be back more of the Sports Joc Show. Right after
It's
this.
just trannies. I'm only attracted to trannies.
Hey, there's my son.
Hey, Dad.
What's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Well, it's just sort of.
Hello, Dad.
Susan? Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and maybe see some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Welcome to today's lottery drawing. And today's winning numbers are not yours, not yours, and another number that's not yours. And the final number is not yours.
When it comes to having money, don't rely on luck. Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering it. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
This is Lisa Edelstein from House. On TV, the good doctors aren't always easy to spot, but it is easy to spot the good that Barasa Ware is doing as a local health worker in Ethiopia. Every day he helps the children of his village survive. When you help local health workers like Barasa, you're one step away from helping children survive all over the world. See where the good goes at goodgoes.org and find out all the ways you can help the good go further. Brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't seen your lap in months. And even more stuff. But still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Welcome to today's lottery drawing. And today's winning numbers are not yours, not yours, and another number that's not yours. And the final number is not yours.
When it comes to having money, don't rely on luck. Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering it. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Welcome to today's lottery drawing. And today's winning numbers are not yours, not yours, and another number that's not yours. And the final number is not yours.
When it comes to having money, don't rely on luck. Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering it. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc, Wayne Gandy. The LA Dodgers have hired Dave Roberts as their new manager. He is the first minority manager in franchise history. He's 43 years old. Coach Mike Budenholzer of the Hawks was fined $25,000 for making incidental contact with an official last week.
Wait, I want to know, what does incidental contact mean? Sounds like a Yusef Mack excuse. You know, when first I just had a couple of drinks and then we made incidental contact, and I woke up with $4,500 in my pocket. It was for incidental contact.
Tonight down in Macon, for you Republicans, Donald Trump will be at the Macon Coliseum. Go down there if you want to see the Donald. A government watchdog over in Brazil says that there are flaws in the security of the border there. It's a big concern for the 2016 Olympics. Nothing sounds good about going to the Olympics.
None of it.
I mean, it's just,
you got to bring your own water.
They reached a Brazilian official for his comments on security on the borders, and he said, no one knows here. It is not, no, this is Brazil. I am from Brazil, really. No, I'm not Al-Qaeda. No, this is not Al-Qaeda accent. I am from Brazil. Don't I sound Spanish to you? You infidel. I
mean, Mark Anthony is now the singer. Mark Anthony is now a sports agent. He has opened up his own sports agency called Magnus Sports. Magnus Media. He will be representing athletes now.
Oh.
I guess he took a page out of Jay-Z to be doing. None of y'all seem like that's a good idea for.
I will always see him as Jennifer Lopez.
I was going to say, I don't know if he took something out of Jigga's page or took something out of Jennifer Lopez's page. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Betway, an online betting company, in the fashion of DraftKings and FanDuel, has become an international sponsor of the Davis Cup and the Fed Cup for tennis. So now you will be able to go on Betway starting in next year and bet on tennis matches. I never thought about placing
I'm just thinking tennis would have been one of those sacred. Can we just leave tennis alone?
No.
I mean, tennis.
Betway.com. You can put your wager on tennis now.
God bless America.
Hey, so Andy Roddick, this is the deal here. You're going to lose this tennis game. It's called a match. Hey, correct me again and I'll break your mother's kneecaps. Listen here. You're going to lose this here tennis match and we're going to give you $50,000, okay? Well, it's worth $12 million. It's worth $12 million to us, Chicky boy, not to you. It's worth your life here.
It was timing. It had to happen, I guess.
We're gonna be betting on everything.
Look, we live.
What's next?
Why can't we bet?
What's gonna be next? Swimming?
Hell.
It's all going to hell.
We gonna be betting on who gets caught at the AAA looking through the little peephole behind the.
I bet it's the guy in the mail room.
It's hell.
Okay.
And I ain't talking about no hell dug down in the ground with hotness. I'm talking about just hell on earth. Just hell. Just everything. Everybody, when you say hell, they think everybody gonna fall down and there's some hot rocks. No,
that would be too easy.
Just hell on earth. Just walking around, peepholes under towel
I just can't
holders.
imagine. What are they
People
gonna be
getting
doing?
ran over at Walmart. Seems like some hell on earth.
Little boys in the shower.
I'm bringing good news next Monday. I'm bringing some good news to the Sports Joc
Hey,
Show.
the good news is you can find time enough to drill holes behind the paper towel holder and
still get a paycheck, right?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, can you imagine the planning that went into that? First, he had to even decipher that. Okay, we're on the opposite side of the women's bathroom, and and now it wasn't behind the paper towel holder on the men's side. He had to line it up where the holes would come through the paper towel holder on the women's side.
I'm gonna need an 8-bit.
And now I get to make Serena's money on tennis, and I don't even have to play the game.
I'm saying he should be doing a whole nother job. He can figure out what kind of bit he needs for the drill. He got angles down.
Wasted talent. Wasted talent.
He should be building homes. I mean,
fiber optics. You know what I'm saying? Because these holes can't be that big. It's not like you can actually see the eyeball looking through the hole.
Oh man, ex-Atlanta Braves Otis Nixon.
We know no good news is about to come from this.
I mean, so nobody. I don't even need to say it.
Let's just hold hands and pray. Whatever you're about to say is going to require.
It's not like this is going to be a feel-good story.
No.
Whenever we hear Otis Nixon, we all lower our expectations
in our heads. Okay, go ahead.
He turned himself into authorities last week, and he's charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor and letting an unlicensed person drive. He out on $2,500 bail. He's 56 years old. Story was, I guess, 15-year-old drove him up to the liquor store, and then he had the other kid go in the liquor store and get the liquor, like we were back in the 70s. Where you can actually do that.
Let me say this: if you having a 15-year-old drive you to the liquor store, and then you having an even younger child go into the liquor store to get the liquor for you, maybe you've had enough. That's just me, though. I'm not one to say when. I'm not a quitter. I believe in doing you. But if you can't, that is my benchmark. If I can't physically go into the liquor store and purchase liquor, maybe I've had enough.
And if you're watching the Sports Joc Show, you saw the picture we had up. He looks like he should stop drinking.
17 years in the Major League Baseball.
And he's how old?
He's 56.
He looks 86.
Time.
And alcohol.
He looked like he ought to be putting a witch doctor spell on.
And lack of teeth. He doesn't have teeth.
Ain't on my side.
No.
Young blood. Come on with me. Your brother can go. Hey, look.
That's how it was.
I want you to do me a favor. Then you don't drive me up here to the store. Drive me physically. Don't be surprised. Like I can say the word physically in my condition with no teeth. I can still say physically.
That picture right there, he looks like the villain in Thor 2.
The
thing that was from the other.
And
planet.
That one's not much better.
If y'all ever watched Thor 2,
in the other picture, he sort of looks like he's surprised. Like, what y'all mad about? What'd I do? Like that one, like
Thor 2, The Dark World.
He ain't had no license. That's what that other picture
look
said.
at him
Look at him fresh and young
with teeth.
Cocaine heroin is a thing, ain't it? Coke, crack.
Keep going. Meth. All of that.
Yeah, anything you got, put it on the table.
Right there, we saw some
aging.
A shadow. There was a shadow. A foreshadowing of what was to come.
Look at the two different people.
Oh, wow.
That second picture says, I thought he had a license.
Look at him. Look how that forehead is wrinkled and man, if 56 looked like that, Lord. Hard 56.
I want to be there for how all of this transpired. Did the one dude go, man, Otis said he want me to drive him to the liquor store. You got to go with us. They are not going to believe this. You've got to go with me. Okay, bro, I go, all right, young man, look now. I need you to look a little older than that. Now, put your hat on. Yeah, you look older enough now. How old are you? 14? They'll never know. Here, take this money and go get me a fifth of a Wild Irish Roll.
Wow. They still sell that?
Yes, they do. I think so.
It's on the bottom shelf in the corner.
No, Don't worry about looking for it. Just go in there and say, I want Otis regular. And exactly what they got it on chill for me right behind
Otis.
They got it on chill for him already.
And he come there like that all the time with a random teenager from the neighborhood driving.
This time he just
and another
got
random pre-adolescent buys it for him. But this time, some parent saw that and was like, how horrible. And the liquor store owner was like, yeah, that is bad.
But Otis looks so old.
He looks horrible.
Remember
he
back
makes me afraid of getting older.
You're like, I want to stop today.
And he just reversed the roles. Remember when the kids would stand outside the liquor store and ask the older dudes to come? Hey, old school. Hey, you'll get us a fifth of that Wild Irish Rose. Hey, and you can keep the change. All right, now y'all don't tell nobody I'm doing this for y'all. Now Otis outside of Toys R Us.
Sending children.
Young blood, you want that PS4? I get it for you.
We are in the ocean.
Oh my God.
Oh, young blood.
It's time to wrap things.
You love to hit you with that young blood.
He will throw your ass in the ocean. It's time to wrap things up on the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
When you hear the sounds of the ocean, it gives the Sports Joc just a minute to vent about last week's activities. Colorado forward Tory Miller, going for a rebound, decided that it wasn't just enough to get the rebound. He decided to bite. Yes, bite while laying on the floor. Air Force Junior Hayden Graham. He got up and said, no, I didn't bite him. But if you look at the film, and you look at Hayden's arm when he got up doing the rebound, Tory Miller decided to bite him. We forgive you, Mike Tyson. We thought it was just you that resorted to biting. I see it must be a human nature thing. When you bit Evander Holyfield, you took us back to backyard fights. Now we see on the major court of basketball, young men biting other men. Dab that. But Big Kenny, the funny man himself, the truth, Miss Renee Jemison. Enjoy your Monday. Peace.